Uh, okay, so let me first change this during. All right. So first off, welcome Jocknix, welcome Mitch Senpai. How are you all doing? This is episode, I think 14. Let me go check. Which episode is this again? Let's go on Twitter. But yes, today our guest is MeowCatMax. Hello.
Hello.
So, first off, let me take a look
Yes.
at which episode this is. There's been too many episodes. That's why, like, I can't really keep track. Yes, this is episode 14. Yes,
Oh, okay. I see.
but
I
yes,
didn't know there was so many episodes.
I didn't expect it. Here's the thing, I didn't even expect there's gonna be so many episodes.
Well,
It just happened. You know, it's just like one day, you're playing. Uh, it's just like one day, you just like stumble on the internet, and then you're thinking, hey, it might be a good idea to wait. Just wait for a sec. I have to think. I have to. One day, it might be a good idea to make a video on. Just wait. Like one day, like for example, have you ever had that moment where you just woke up, right? And then you had the idea, hey, I'm going to make called a video about Dismount Wheel, episode one. And the next day you wake up, you're
okay.
like, I'm gonna play Hero Hunters. Then Wheel Dismount
Oh,
Grandpa Man, number two. Then Hero Hunters Team Level Up, part number two. Then FNAF Night number one gameplay. FNAF Night
yes.
number two gameplay. Then PUBG Kills compilation episode one. Then PUBG Duo gameplay. Then Creative Destruction Duo gameplay. Then PUBG
Those are
Solo.
those are so
PUBG
cringe.
Funny
Those are so
compilation. FNAF Night number two continues. PUBG Kill compilation episode number two. Epic Creative Destruction Kills. MeowCatMax versus Squads. Welcome to Miramar MeowCatMax Catface Cat Emoji. PUBG highlights feed Bunny the Gamer. Scar L is better than AK-47. Insane VSS
Are
kills.
you literally gonna,
The
you're
Lost
literally
Zone.
gonna name all of
PUBG
them? It's
short
like
film.
it's like that meme. It's like that meme where you have like if you are a crewmate, name all the tasks.
Yes. Also, welcome
Oh god.
Papaji.
It's
But yes.
literally like those old cringe days where I used to see what actually blew up, because at that point of time YouTube was like something that just blew up, just blew up, just blew up,
I
just blew up.
know. Oh, you were just playing just 1 hours ago you were playing Yakuza Kiwami. You know what's funny?
Yeah, yes.
Just a couple minutes ago I was singing Bakamitai in Aiza's server.
Wait, seriously, at that particular moment?
Not 21 hours ago, but just a couple minutes ago I was singing that.
Oh god, that's like the literal what's the coincidence that can happen like at 1% of the whole entire 100%.
Yeah, that was hilarious. That was really hilarious. How was like we had the same mindset. You know what? Yakuza. Dame dame.
Oh god, that's great actually. That's great actually. How like we can like talk with telepathy. We don't need to use our mouths.
Yes, we didn't even talk until today, and then we just already thought the same thing.
Yes.
Bakamitai. Also, just a quick question. What's with the slicing your butt cheeks open? What was that about?
Oh
And what
yes,
about will
absolutely. It
private
was
bassoon in that case, or POV? Well, this one I'd say it relates quite a bit. POV. You are the content. Cat Max is the content.
oh well, it was just like I woke up one day and was thinking like I was on a break, so I didn't get any ideas for any content or like
Hey, look, we're just this is like the ideas that we're talking about. That you just woke up one day and you thought about like streaming about
yes,
like that car.
same thought process. I see. Literally, we like come on. At this point, we gotta accept right that we are the sworn brothers.
Yes, that was so random how we thought.
Literally, it was so random, but it like fall into places, like the pieces together,
Yes,
came
yes.
together all.
And I can't believe you also write
But
fan fiction.
wait, that was something else. Okay, that
I
was
mean,
not a fan
man, I
fiction,
would
and I
actually
still
want to read
regret
the
that.
MeowCatMax fan fiction. What is it about?
What can it be? Getting horny?
What? What?
I mean, probably it can be something like that because what gets like me get like it's like me getting horny a lot of time.
Ara.
Just that every time in a stream, and there is a not an 18 plus joke. That's not my stream. I swear.
I'm guessing you. Well, uh, well, to be fair, right? I think this podcast has already gone like interesting in a way, to a point where it's like you could definitely say that you could say whatever you want. Just keep in mind that people are going to watch this.
Yes, yes, exactly. And there are a lot of people who can just like literally come up and being like, "Hey, you are talking about this. You are anti-national. You are not an Indian." And there are these kind of people too. So I need to look out to have this barrier that I can talk and not actually hurt anyone.
Hey, but there's no worries. I'm not an Indian.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But then somehow people are gonna come up like,
Yeah.
how they're very whack. They like go on and be searching like Americans thinking about Indians, Koreans talking about Indians, and they
Yeah.
just like search it themselves, and then they're like crying like, "Why do you say this?"
I get you. Also, let's read the
Yeah.
chat. Okay, welcome, Papa John. Mobile Legend funny moments. Henry Stickmin, Unlimited Loop, How to Go Through, same. I sing Bakamitai, I sing it. Oh my gosh, that is say 10 p.m. Oh my gosh. Papa John, we are also connected in that way. Hi, I have a question. Also, welcome, Wild Rose. I see a lot of like the former guests in the comments section. Quick question from MeowCatMax. Do you believe that Argonians deserve rights?
Wait, what? I have never heard of them.
It's a Elder Scrolls reference. I'm assuming.
Oh, okay. Never played that.
No worries. Getting ara arad. Well, it's the best way to fix my Wi-Fi. Just earlier, MeowCatMax was talking about like fixing his Wi-Fi. So for me, did you want to know how I fix my Wi-Fi when it's going down or when OBS is crashing?
Oh, that one.
I
That
have to
one.
ara ara it. It's
Wait,
nicer than
wait. I was
the slap method.
I was thinking of the whack. I was literally thinking that you'd be like
No, I
whack.
don't use the whack method. I used the ara ara method. Ne OBS chan.
Oh, so like you are like seducing the Wi-Fi to make it.
What do you mean it's seducing the Wi-Fi? It's just ara ara. How's ara ara seducing?
It's so funny. Imagine someone being seductive to his Wi-Fi just to make it.
Believe me, like there's been multiple people who are though. Yeah, there's multiple guests that have said ara ara just for the Wi-Fi to work, just for OBS to work. Oh my gosh, OBS is red again. In that case, ara ara, OBS chan.
Ah, cuteness, 100%.
Wait, OBS. Wait. No, can you also ara ara? We need the OBS to work. The OBS is crashing.
Uh,
No, I'm
Wait,
being
it's
serious.
crashing? Really?
Yes. It's turning red right now. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
You have to ara ara in order for it to work. Yes. Um, he is coming. He said He said, "Hola, soy Asu. Hola, Asu. ¿Cómo estás?" I don't care. I can't speak Spanish. What are you guys talking about? We were just chatting. Just a common chat.
Oh wait, I can speak a little Spanish.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like el muchos nachos gracias amigos.
El mucho nachos. But yes, muchos gracias. But then the nachos just caught me off guard. Like, why are you adding a nacho? We don't use nacho. Can I resist about my religion? Remember that people are looking at chat.
Depends on.
What? I believe
Yes.
that aluminium is right. No, it's aluminum. What? Seducing man. Make Wi-Fi sim for you. Yes, yes. Ararara.
Wi-Fi buying your OnlyFans.
Nachos is Italian flat. Despacito. Oh my god. Someone is singing Despacito. You know what's funny, right? One time, right, we were driving with my friends, and then all of a sudden they were blasting Despacito 2 on like the background.
Oh,
My
okay,
friends.
I see.
That was an interesting ride up the hill, up the mountain. And no, we were not
Oh,
drifting. That would be
I
fun.
was gonna ask that. I was gonna ask that if we were like drifting and being like that deja vu kind of, but with
Oh,
Despacito.
if you want to talk about deja vu, I also have a moment like that. So I was driving in Malaysia. I was learning how to drive stick shift for the first time.
Oh,
So there's two interesting moments during that only time I drove stick shift. One was at the end of the lesson, like I was doing okay, but then like I was in third gear, and then I forgot to like
okay,
decrease
I
the
see.
speed and then like go back to second person like that. Then I
Okay,
accidentally turned,
I
and
see.
then and then I stalled the engine by doing so. But you can say
Wait,
that
wait,
was
didn't you have the literal fear of suddenly it stopped and the car getting damaged or something?
here's the thing. I was learning for the first time, and and the instructor was really chill because right, he was like, oh, just so you know, you can try out like he allowed me to brake without stepping on the clutch. So basically, he was
Oh
allowing me
my
to
god.
like do things that might damage the engine, but just for educational purposes.
Exactly.
This is one thing that's good. Just like how ara ara. Okay, thank you OBS. It's just like how like
Well,
uh
mm,
in the Malaysian like driving test portion, there was a hill portion. If you guys from Malaysia, you probably know it. So basically, we had to
okay.
stop in like the hill, like on the slope of the hill, and then we had to go forward.
Ah,
So I managed to stop.
I see, I see. You mean like the
Yes,
upward
yes,
hill?
yes, yes. Like the
Ah,
slope.
I see.
So I managed to get up, and then I was like, okay, we were like, okay, make sure you release the e brake with the clutch as well while stepping on the gas. So as I did that, something miraculous happened.
Okay.
I did my first burnout. I did a burnout
Wait,
for the
wait.
first time.
It almost sounds like having that literal. Like you learn to drive or you die. Like being on the cliff, on the edge of the cliff, and you're trying to learn driving. It's like you either learn or you literally die from falling off the cliff.
Yes, so basically you do burnout, and then you could vouch that you could see the initial D just showing up like on the title screen.
Yes, yes, and after you learn a credit scene where you're looking into the horizon. Yattane!
And then you casually seen a title change. Forza Horizon. Uh uh MeowCatMax, do you mind ara-araing? OBS is wait, wait, what?
Oh no, oh no,
My
oh
my
no. That
connection.
means instant crash.
No, no, no,
Maybe.
you actually have to ara-ara. The ara-ara actually helps. You see? Now it turns green again.
Sometimes I feel a little bit good because when some people talk about having a Wi-Fi and still facing these problems, I'm like, bitch, go mobile Wi-Fi.
Yeah, yeah. Here's the
Just
thing I just about
literally
to.
say,
So it's better than yours, but then once again, I am not really that efficient like you that can fix things. I have to use the power of ara-ara.
if you want it, I'm okay. You're the one that
I guess
invited.
we're back. Yes. Don't worry. We can. Jen, if you stay for a while, yeah, sure, we could argue. But then, once again, we want to get to know Meowcat Max better first. That'll be like an interesting thing. So first things first. Wait, are you there?
That's sweet.
So first things first. Let's actually hear more about
Yes.
you. Like, what actually? One interesting thing about this guy happens to be like the first Indian VTuber. How did you become the first, and like, what inspired you to do that? Because so far, I'll say you're the second first that I've ever like Well, or third first I've ever met. The second I've collabed with.
Hmm.
Like, what made you become a
Uh,
VTuber in the first place?
well, as as of if you speak about being a VTuber with a PNG, it happened like at first I wasn't into YouTube and I didn't know anything
Mm-hmm.
because unlike those kids whose parents have too much like hatred towards the world and being like, if my kid goes out, he's gonna go do drugs, he's gonna do smoking, he's gonna drink, he's gonna like have all those do bad stuff kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So um, literal Asian parents. So my mom and dad were very skeptical of me. So they literally didn't allow me to go out or didn't
Ah,
give me any internet devices so I could access the outer world. I would literally have my four walls stuck in it. And it was like when I scored with flying colors on my like board exams. That probably I think we have board exams just in India.
mm-hmm.
So at that point of time, I received my first device, which literally had like 500 Mbps of storage.
Mm-hmm.
So I drew my first version of MeowCatMax there digitally, which was not a cat boy. It was just a boy that looked like Ed Sheeran.
I
It
see.
was literally a rip-off.
So your real name is Ed Sheeran, but then your title is MeowCatMax. I see.
I mean, yeah, I just did it because at that point of time I didn't knew anything about drawing.
Mm-hmm.
So I took a format of a boy from like anime boy from Google, and I tried to like trace it, which was very horrifying if I look at it right now. But somehow I made it work, and
Can we use that
then
as
I
the
later
PNG?
learned. Yes, you can, but I don't think I do have it on my this. I don't think I do have it on this device.
Never mind then. In that case, we'll probably use that another day.
So then I received my second device when I like had another 2 years in school. It was my like mother's first gift to me, and then I had like internet slowly like saying my mom that this world is going to an age of internet, and if I don't have this, I'm gonna fall behind. And blah blah blah.
Ah, yes.
So she gave me that, and then I started off on YouTube, and the first thing I came up with was PewDiePie. So I was instantly connected to a lot of like stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was also connected with anime because that's a different story. If you want to hear, that's a
Let's
different long
definitely hear
story.
about it as well.
Oh yeah, so it's a different part where we had like our television, which was cable television.
Mm-hmm.
But one day, like our government decided to have like a thing called set-top boxes, which have you pay for the channels that you watch and not for the channels that you don't watch. So we there was a huge surge in the whole country, and people were trying to get that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, was trying to grab it, like the vaccine, and it was very hard to get one. So my dad got an opportunity to get one, and he booked it. It took like 2 days, and all the channels on the television were wiped out because the cable connection was cut off.
Mm-hmm.
So when there were no channels, there was only this one channel, which was called Animax. And I think there is a lot of versions of Animax, Animax India, Animax
Oh.
like Indonesia or Animax Japan, and I think. So I started watching that, and I had this mentality of a typical Indian. It's like, what is this Chinese shit? So I had this. I had this.
You know what's funny, right? I'm Chinese.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Also,
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, wait. I'm sorry if that's.
I just found it funny. I just found
Okay,
it funny how you guys were like, all things, you're just like, what is this Chinese shit?
Yeah, Indians are racist. Indians are literally racist.
Alright, we heard this on, we heard this here.
I swear they are. And so yeah, I had this, and the first anime that was running was Bleach. So I was very confused of what's going on. Who are these guys like having black kimonos and slicing of people. What is
Yes.
this going on? And
Because what? Wait, oh.
you, man, I
Wait.
do
Can you repeat
know
what you just said? You cut off.
because of the like amazing things that going on. Because I never saw a so beautiful animation, visually stunning.
Oh.
So my eyes like glue up, and there's like, wait, here's this thing that exists. What? Because initially my first anime is Pokemon, and people referred to it as cartoon. So yeah, I never knew anime existed until the Animax came in.
Mhm.
Then I slowly started watching different animes, and yeah, then after that I slowly started researching on anime, like the backstories and stuff on the internet about the Wikipedia character backstories. I was literally an anime nerd.
Mhm.
Then I decided to open an anime review channel because at that point of time I was a big fan of like Anime Man and Gigak. I loved their videos, so
Mhm.
it's like, yeah, let's try to review anime. And at that point of time, I was concerned about it because I thought that okay, if I need to do YouTube, I need to make it compelling and attractive. So I thought, why not have anime clips and things running in the background while I speak? But then I realized that okay, YouTube is gonna copyright it.
Yes.
So I was like, well, let's have animation. Let's draw it. Let's animate it. Then I learned digital art. So after learning it, I designed my first character,
Mhm.
MeowCatMax, which is totally different. I think I do have it in my computer right now. Yes, yeah, this one in the DM that I sent. This was the first design of it.
You mind if I post it?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Actually, it looks really good. I like the shading, the shadows.
It's like I like did it like for 3 to 4 months because I didn't knew how to do it.
But wait,
Um,
by the way the first design of MeowCatMax. Coincidentally, I'm gonna use this as my avatar now. Hey guys, it's me, MeowCatMax. Wait, no, you say like MeowCatMax.
oh, that's a PewDiePie rip-off. I'm gonna say that's a PewDiePie rip-off.
Oh, so it's from it. So that was like a PewDiePie thing. That's why. OBS, Arara, Facebook, thank you.
Yes, it was a PewDiePie thing.
Oi, OBS, Arara, you can do this.
oh, oh,
Come on,
yeah, I face the
MeowCatMax,
same. I face the same
help me
issues.
with your Arara.
Whack that shit.
No, I'm not gonna whack it. I know you have a tech channel, but then you don't need to tell me that I have to whack it.
Whack it out.
You heard it here first.
Well, this
Whack it.
makes me remember how my grandmother used to shake her phone so that whenever there's the internet like not working, she used to shake the phone, thinking like it would work. And I just used to laugh so hard, and I almost feel pity for my grandma because she doesn't know and she's so confused.
Mm-hmm. No worries.
Yes,
I definitely could relate with that. I still remember the typical unplug, plug back in method.
yes. So is it fixed? Is it fixed?
Hmm?
Is it fixed though? Yes.
I think it's I think it's fixed. Let me just remove the MeowCatMax. Sorry guys. Unfortunately, I'm not MeowCatMax. The real MeowCatMax is just like the guy over there. You see the guy with the mask. Well, I think that he would be better suited as Mysterio though, because we don't know what his actual face looks like.
Oh, okay. About that, I have like a concept art about what I would look like without the mask, and my mama is actually like finishing the drawing.
Oh?
She literally designed it. There's my papa who is like gonna rig it later.
Wait, who's your mama and
So yeah,
papa?
Well, my mama is called Yukapio on Twitter. She is freelance artist. So
Mm-hmm.
she does commissions, and I met her through. There is an anime Discord community or anime artist community. I
Mm-hmm.
reached there. I asked for people who could help me teach how to draw and like how I can redraw my character. So I came close with her, and she was very kind to send me this design that I'm using right now
Mm-hmm.
is her creation, like her redesign of my character.
Mm-hmm.
So she drew it without a hoodie and then asked me to rig it myself. So I thought of rigging, and I learned a little bit of 2D, but I realized that there are some things which you can't master.
Mm-hmm.
And I then shifted to my papa, whom I met in the live 2D server, and he DM'd me about how I can ask for commission. I asked her for Indian rupees that can I do a commission in Indian rupees, me being the dumb, and he's like, no, you gotta give it some dollars and shit. So
Mm-hmm.
then I literally negotiated with him being as a college student because I couldn't pay much. So he was generous enough to have a little bit bargain on it, and then I commissioned him and he provided me with the rig.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and surprisingly, my papa is actually a big rigger in Korea, and I was literally shocked because I didn't. I
Yeah.
see, I see. My
OBS. Oh wait. So basically, just saying, reiterating what he said while OBS was off. Basically, what he said was that yes, his Bappa was big, and big in Korea, and basically, he was surprised that this guy reached out to him as well.
it was very shocking because you never expect if you are imagine if you're a fan of PewDiePie and you wake up, you would never imagine him to suddenly DM you and like, hey, you want a collaboration with?
Hmm. But once again,
So that's the thing.
I think that was the same. Like here's the thing. There's this really cool person that I do look up to. His name is like MeowCatMax, and I DM'd him one
Oh,
time like asking for like a collab to some podcast I don't know, but I'm sure it's just like a random podcast that has like no purpose, but it's just for fun. And this guy was like really chill and it's like, oh yeah, sure, why not? Like yeah, this reminds me of that moment.
wait, why do you look up to me? I'm not someone.
So guys, we're just gonna casually hop out and then hop back in. We're
Oh,
going to just wait for a sec.
well, you just reconnected.
Also, welcome Isa. Yes. I changed the Wi-Fi
Ah, I see, I
because
see. That's
our
good.
Wi-Fi wasn't working, so we were gonna use this one instead. Remember, when in doubt, if I were to have like a tech channel, it would be Ara channel because
Technical ara.
technical Ara. Yes, remember the Araras are really powerful.
Yes.
But yeah, yeah. I mean, when you look at Dismount Wheel episode 1, I still remember how this guy still did the meow cat Max.
Oh my god, yeah, those are cringe days. I was literally working on how to make videos and stuff. Then yeah, so I was like, want to make anime videos. So one of my friends said you can't animate stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna do gameplay and then I'm gonna talk about the anime. Okay, and then when I came into gaming, it was the point where PUBG was really blowing up. So I had this. I can make kill one bird or kill two birds with one shot. So I was like, I'm gonna
I
use
see.
the PUBG gameplay and also talk about anime, so I can attract two people together. So I go with that, and guess what? I got addicted to gaming, and then fuck anime review. I'm gonna go gaming.
Oh, one other thing that I found that was really interesting was how your location's Air 404.
Oh yeah, it's like it's a glitch based on my lore, which is still in progress.
No worries, at least you have a lore. That's what matters. For me, I was too lazy, so I didn't have a lore.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I have no other interesting things, so the lore is the only thing that's like keeps
What do you mean
people
there's no
interested.
other interesting things? I mean, as I said, Dismount Wheel episode 1 was quite nice. And what is that Binod? What's a Binod? Who's that Binod? Oh wait, there's actually a Baka Mitai video. Let's actually see. Wait, did you actually
Oh
see
yes,
Baka Mitai? And I see the Nyador.
yes, yes,
I saw the Nyador, so
yes, yes.
did you
The
actually see
cringe, the cringe
Hasure
face.
Sori yo Kaze no
Yes, I
Yori
did. Yes, I did.
Tsukimi Hara wo Nyadara Nyadora.
It was I was shit posting even before I knew what shit posting was actually.
Funny thing, then in that case you would get along with Asu. Asu is
Oh
also a good.
wait, I did try Osu, but
Oh, not
sadly,
Osu, Asu,
I'm
like the
wait,
person in the chat.
Asu.
You would get along with Asu.
Wait, oh, okay, I see Asu. Yeah.
And Jen as well, because those two I would say are quite good shit posters. Gendori.
Curious, very curious.
But yeah, just curious. How did you get the name MeowCatMax?
Well, it's like when I was a kid. So there is this thing, right? There is this thing in our me. I'm actually a Bengali person.
Yes, I saw.
From India. Yes, so there is a culture in
Mm-hmm.
Bengali community, which is called Moksa culture,
Mm-hmm.
which is like there you can make any kind of shit, you can talk any kind of shit, you can write anything,
Mm-hmm.
not thinking about everyone else. If you enjoy it, you can do it with like not violence or killings or stuff. So this is called Moksa culture.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point of time, when I was like a kid, I wasn't very much interactive to a lot of people. I was very shy, a very quiet kid.
So the cute type.
There was no, not at all cute. I was very, very like dumb as shit, dumb as fuck.
Come on, you're just saying how like you got like really good grades and your parents gave you like technology. What?
I mean, doing grades doesn't count as you are a great person.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So at that point of time, like I was this kind of kid, and then I used to watch anime, right? So I was this weird anime kid, which used to like do all this stuff. And one day our teacher wanted us to do animal impressions, and everybody was like very shy and did it like very jokingly, the animal impressions. I was the guy who was really into it, so I was like, meow.
So that's how the
everyone
meow.
started laughing. Yes, everyone started laughing, and then at that point of time, people used to call me they used to call that in Hindi, which was like Bhigi Billi, which means wet cat. I don't know why it's funny in Hindi and it is so dumb in English, but yes.
Wait, in that case, why couldn't you name yourself WetCatMax? I feel like you would have gotten a good audience with that as well.
No.
With the emphasis.
I would be on a
wet.
different. Yeah, I would be on a different website, a different whole website.
Yeah. So
having my own OnlyFans.
Is there going to be a debut for WetCatMax?
Oh, now you say that I can do that, like a slime cat, which is basically.
Wait, actually, there is a Neko slime. I do know some Neko slimes.
Like, tell me what doesn't exist at this point.
No, it exists. It exists.
No, I'm saying like everything exists. Just tell me what doesn't.
What doesn't exist? So far, I'd say
Yes, sarcastic.
the only Nasi Lemak VTuber out there, or the only
There is.
Mamaks. So far, I don't know. Like I'm still waiting for another Mysterio channel to appear. Like people keep on saying, "Oh, I found someone with the same name," but then with me, I keep on looking.
Yeah, like
when
now, let me just say that at this point, there is another guy. Like when you search up MeowCatMax, there is a author which is like MeowCat Crusader, who wrote a book, and I came up to his channel like just for fun. and I just joked about it, like, come on, kid, let's meet up in the dark alley or something like that shit. And he fucking responded to the comment and then followed me on Twitter. I was like, what?
Oh my.
What the fuck? And then I had a tweet, just joking about it, like, MeowCatMax versus Max the Crusader. Battle begins, like having the PewDiePie versus Cocomelon thing. So I thought, let's joke about it. And he fucking replied to that tweet saying, like, best of luck. But I have a curiosity. Do you have a tail? And if a tail, do you plug it in your butt? I'm asking for a friend. I'm like, what the fuck? You literally tweeted that shit out. I mean, it's so fucking amazing.
That definitely. That's crazy. Another thing I just saw is you also have your own podcast, Virtualism.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So, tell us more about. I'm gonna mispronounce it on purpose. Sorry, I know it's Virtualism.
Okay,
I'm just.
no,
So,
it's
what about
okay.
your podcast, Virtualism In? Can you tell me more about that? Like, what's
Oh
in
yeah.
and what's out? Where's Virtualism out?
Well, so it's coming in like your electricity comes in from the web, and it
I
goes
see.
out from your mind, and when you go into the shitter, you just shit it out. That's it.
I see. So that's why it's called Virtualism. Okay, jokes aside, we know that the IN stands for India.
Oh, actually, the funny thing is you know it, right? And there I saw a lot of people who were talking about. Wait, I didn't know there is Nijisanji Indonesia, and there is another Nijisanji Indonesia. I'm like, what? There is Nijisanji IN Indonesia,
No,
and there is
that's
Nijisanji
India.
ID Indonesia.
I mean, if you look at the names, you could see like it's not Indonesia. ID would be Indonesia. Well, technically, they could have like wrote it different because like I will say, a lot of times it's easy to like think like to just because the funny thing about Indonesia, right? It if you want to say India in Japanese, it'll be Indo, but then it's people would say, "Oh, Indonesia," right?
Yeah, I know
But
that. I
not
was
only
so
that, their
confused on
money
that.
sounds really similar to you guys. Like you guys use rupees, they use rupiah. So,
Oh, so the rupiah thing, it's actually rupees pronunciation in Hindi because we seem a very similar dialect.
mhm.
So that's the reason why the bhasa that they say is actually a literal translation of the word language in Hindi.
Ah, but this is why there's a lot of confusion between India and Indonesia.
No, exactly. Even I was confused, saying like, wait, why is it so similar to India? Like I was so confused. I was so confused. I literally talked with a lot of Indonesian people, a lot of Indonesian VTubers too, checking out like, wait, I have the similarities. I found them out? Are they correct? And they were like surprised too. They were like, wait, really?
Really? If I may ask, what can you name some like Indonesian VTubers that you've interacted with?
To be honest, I think they were very small. And it was at the very point which were like, what to say? It was like very long ago, like in 2020 or 2019, when
2020
there were
isn't long
not.
ago.
Well, for me, it's like too long because I've been stuck in my home for a very big period of time.
Oh, I get yeah.
Yes, I can't say that out loud because yes, YouTube. So yeah,
Wait, you
so
can't
I
say
think
COVID in YouTube?
what you don't know?
I don't really care to be honest. I'm not planning on monetization.
Oh, okay, then it's okay. So
like
because of
like
that,
this like yeah, in that case you could ask me about like because you were also asking earlier about like how I got into the scene and like
yes, exactly. I was asking like how you came up with the idea of podcasting and how do you came up with the idea like having the like literal presence of interviewing VTubers.
oh by the way this podcast isn't for VTubers only. I don't mind interviewing anyone.
Uh, well, yeah, but you do like interview VTubers too,
Yeah,
so
definitely.
there must be you have must have a keen interest in coming up and asking like, "Hey, I have a little bit interest in you. Can I have a small talk with you?" Being like that.
I mean right? I don't really invite like everyone, like because first off, I need to see the person or like know that person before
Oh yeah,
inviting,
true, true,
because of
true.
course,
Completely agree.
once again, I'm yeah, I'm quite underground per se.
Oh,
Let's actually
okay.
go from the beginning, because here's the thing: the podcast was just a random idea I had out of the blue, not an actual. It wasn't like something
Okay.
really important. So it all stemmed back per se like around June, because oh wait, even earlier. But then I'm not gonna
Hmm.
mention about that. But then June, right?
Okay.
I discovered that there were VTubers in Malaysia, and the first VTuber I met was Hypu, or Hyper MY,
Ah, okay.
and I ended up joining her Discord server, meeting some friends, and all of a sudden there's a guy named Hakase, the Tadano Hakase, and
Ah, I saw the episode. I
oh,
think there
he
was an
didn't have an
episode of it,
episode,
right?
but then like
Wait, he didn't have an episode?
he didn't have an
Then
episode.
wait, what was that I saw?
I
Wait,
probably
let
mentioned
me
his name a
check.
couple times before, but then
I
like
think that was the mistake. I think that was the mistake I had. I like wait, didn't he come up on the podcast? Like wait, you
yeah,
said
his name
no.
has come up a couple times.
That's the reason I was too confused because you have this unnamed idol shit, right? So every video seems the same
Don't worry, don't
until
worry.
you
One of
watch
the
it.
episodes will have like a name. Like if you see, hey, it's unnamed podcast, but it's still, it has a name because Kaka Aika told me to do so. Yeah, because
It's
she was like,
it's very
she went up
effective.
and she was like, "Oi, Mr. Hero, you need to learn to name your title your stream." I was like, "Fine, for you, I'll do it." Like, and then I just like, made it really long, just for fun.
I see, I see.
But then what ended up happening, right? Here's the thing. I'll be honest with you. How would you respond if I told you I actually don't really watch VTubers?
Well, kind of fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not
Fair enough.
really necessarily like a huge VTuber fan per se. It's just I just happened to manage to get into the community. So Hakase, like one time he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna debut." So it's like I DM'd him, he's, "Hey, good luck with your debut," and he was like, "Good luck, Mysterio." He's the guy that gave me the name,
I see.
like because he saw
That's
the question
cool.
mark, and he's like, "Oh, Mysterio, Mysterio, that is." We ended up chatting. After a while, I ended up making some memes for like the Malaysian community, and yeah, one of one of these days, I actually also met another friend, Yuki Ame, and basically, he was about to collab with
That's,
Hakase, but yeah, since I saw
huh.
okay, those two are gonna collab, and since they don't haven't interacted with each other yet, maybe I could help a bit and just ask, "Hey, you mind if I join in?" Which they said okay, but only if I debuted, and that's why I
Okay, I see.
debuted.
So that's the reason.
I have no
I
reason.
see,
I
I
had no
see.
reason
That's a
to
good.
become
That's a
one. The
good.
only reason why I debuted was because of that fucking dude, that fucking collab where they told me
Well,
we're
that's
gonna
good.
wait
You
until
have
you debut, and I was like, oh fucking hell.
it's like so good that you have this like respect for a person that you change your goal just for that
Here's the
person.
thing: I was never like at most this used to be a joke, me becoming a VTuber, or like that. Like, like the reason why you see this shit quality is because right. This was never an interest. Like you see a lot of people, oh, I became a VTuber because I was interested because I think it was super cool.
Oh yeah.
I never felt that way per se. Sorry, sorry, not sorry, but it became a thing. Like for me, you said like part of the reason why you didn't see is because oh this guy didn't have a profile picture. The streams look low
Yes,
quality.
exactly.
That is, but that
No,
was
not the
intentional.
streams, not the stream.
That
Like
was in,
I didn't mention anything about the streams though. It was
yeah,
just like
the design and all,
the logo, the logo.
the logo.
Exactly,
But
exactly.
I'd say the only thing that's not low quality is probably my avatars. My avatars have I have another story with that, but basically what happened was yeah, what happened as a joke ended up becoming reality, and I end up debuting like
It
one day
sounds so
after.
satisfying.
Like here's the funny thing. You guys will laugh at this. So
Oh no.
I was like, you know what?
Just
I'll
don't
debut
say it out
tomorrow.
loud.
And then after like
Oh,
verifying the account, I was like, wait, you need OBS in order to stream? I didn't know until like the very day that you needed OBS. Or did they?
okay. That sounds interesting.
But yeah, over time, it's just like you end up meeting people. There are good days, there are bad days, of course. This is why like even if you say
True.
VTubing is like escapism, it's still a reality in its own sense. Then I end up. Here's a funny thing. How much do you think I spent on VTubing? Uh,
Hmm.
I want you to guess how much.
Let me guess. Let me
Yes.
guess. Probably like hours. Like somewhat like what do you mean about VTuber? Like
Like how
producing
much money
content
did
or
you think I
thinking
spent on
ideas?
this, on my whole setup?
Okay. Hmm. Let me guess.
Like
You
design for
can't
my
like normally.
my avatar design.
Well, you can just use anything like on a normal PC. The OBS wouldn't work. So I'm guessing uh probably like a normal gamer would not like a normal random gamer would spend something like that.
Just so you know, I spent like if you want to, because here's the thing, the PC I had from the beginning, so that one didn't count. Like if you want to include my mic, but then that one was bought for my internships and work and like that, you could say uh around 80 ringgit. I don't know how much that is in. Let me actually pull up a converter, just so.
Okay.
So roughly around this is going to load. Around probably around 1,781 rupees. If you want to say my mic,
Wait, so 1,700?
yes, for a mic, rupees.
So just for the mic,
Yes,
right? Wow.
but then I don't really count that because other than that. But then if you want to say like the whole setup and like the avatar and like that, I actually didn't spend money. Got everything for free.
See, I see. That's good actually because you are living up to it. I mean, you're doing such amazing content
No,
because
no,
when I
because the
looked up,
the goal, right, is because I'm not planning to monetize at all, so I don't want to spend any money. I never
well,
plan to.
it's okay because yeah, when I looked up in your channel, it was I came into your channel from Aizawa
Mhm,
when you interviewed her. And then I kept watching some of the clips because it was
mhm.
so calm and chill. Like there were some people randomly talking about what they like, what they don't. It was very calm and a kind of content that I would love to watch.
Mhm. Well, I think that's the purpose of like the podcast. Like, there's no purpose. Like the reason the podcast exists is because there's no purpose. The reason why it's
So
unnamed
it's
is
like
because
a
there's no
random
meaning
chit
with it.
chat, right?
Because it's just like a place where you could be chill, like, and then the purpose of like not monetizing is because that way people can say what they want to say. They don't need to worry. It's, oh,
True,
I
true,
have to
true,
worry about
true.
like monetizing. Like if I wanted, I could
You
just
you
say
say
that
you
YouTube
say
can
this
suck
right that you
sometimes.
don't have a thought process. You
Yeah,
say that
like
you don't have a thought process regarding that, but you actually have a thought process saying it that
no, it's true. I
if
don't
I
have a
don't
thought process.
monetize
I
it,
didn't have
people.
like a name to name it.
But
That's
but but you know right that if you don't monetize it, people are gonna like being like, okay, I can say whatever I want, which is actually very smart and also very caring of you, not going by the regulations and just making it like the raw original thing,
to
kind
be fair, it's because I also don't really like content creators in general. No offense.
of.
It's not saying that I hate them per se, but I just don't like
I
them.
mean, it's not of your interest, right?
Yeah, it's not my interest. But it
I
doesn't mean that
see.
I won't watch them. Like you see me sometimes like watching people, and the reason is because either I find them interesting. Like for example, I enjoy watching Chris Fix, Cody's Lab, or like Now Red, and I even enjoy watching Kima Gure cook or like that. And then there's times where
I
I feel
see.
like, oh, you know what? I really want to watch MeowCatMax because he seems like a chill person. Like I'm more interested in the actual person than the
I see.
persona
I
that
see.
they show. Yeah,
The persona, yeah.
that's the
I
type of
agree.
person I
I
am.
agree with you.
That's
It's
why.
almost like
Mm.
yeah, there's almost like very less VTubers who talk about people that they genuinely like, and also just go with the people like in the community. They're like not showing like there are like
Mhm.
very like a lot of people there are like there are good musicians, there are very cool like actors and stuff, and
Yeah.
they don't talk about them until they are mentioned by someone. Because they think that if we talk and connect in the community, that would be a big thing. And then they go on their alt account and talk like that. Oh, I love them, I love him, I love her, and which is kind of very distressing to me. I mean, why don't you show all your emotions on a single account? Which is
Uh,
why I love yeah, which is why I love this right, the Hololive girl called Kajita Oli or Crazy Oli.
I actually. Here's the funny thing. I never talked with
I
her,
think
but
you
I knew her previous life.
okay, that's great. Hmm.
I'm not gonna
That's cool.
dox on the
No,
life,
it's okay. It's okay. It's a good thing
but
if
then
like
yeah,
I'm
it's
saying
like it's I've never actually watched her lives, but then I could see based on her like previous life that she would probably definitely take care of her community and like that.
I see. So it's like she is very infamous for commenting and talking with a bunch of people who are not into the VTuber community and stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
which actually gave me an inspiration. Actually gave me inspiration to like being the guy, like just like connecting. YouTube comment system was like made for that. Like you like a video, you drop a comment, you support them and stuff like that. So this is the reason why I tend to be open with all my interests. Like you saw on my Discord status, like the baby no money thing, it had no connection with the VTuber industry, but I'm like I love them, why not just show it.
Hmm. Yeah, I've seen you guys like even in the Indian community. I'd say you guys are like super connected. Like that's one thing that I've noticed in like the growing communities. Like Malaysian community, I'd say is also connected. The Indonesian community, I would say, is the most connected because they always like show each other. They always like that, and that's impressive about it.
Yeah, true.
But then with the indie community, it's also the same. Like everyone knows each other. Like for example, I still remember like talking with like Jacques Nix about it, and also with Zuki. Like, oh, you guys are close with each other. Like you, Sakura, uh, Jacques Nix, of course, Zuki, uh, Aiza. There's a lot more, but then you guys are like closely knit in a sense. Like you guys have your own communities, and like you guys always follow each other, check out each other. That's pretty neat.
It has a different story to it. It's like we were never connected. It was like one day, this like Sakura,
Mm-hmm.
she had a good following on YouTube. So I was like thinking that I was alone until I found the first female VTuber, which was Ita Akari, and she suddenly disappeared. So I was like, okay, I'm the first me, and got her crying and stuff. Then I literally lost hope that okay, I'm never gonna do it. No one is into VTubing. Fuck this shit. But then I saw Sakura following. Like, wait, VTuber followed me. Let's check. So I checked out and she was Indian, and I was like, wait, there's still this community exists? Wow. I came up to her and then I talked in her streams and stuff like that. Then she did collabed with a lot different Indian VTubers, and I came up to them, I talked about them, and then we thought that okay, let's do this. We shall let the people know what is VTubing and make this a thing, because there are things which in India might be solved if there is VTubing present.
Yes, yes, yes. I definitely feel that way. Like VTubing is that powerful. It definitely brings people together. One thing that I kind of feel like could happen is like if you guys actually know like what happened to like the new lives, because I'm not sure what exactly happened with Niji Sanji India. I know that
Oh yeah,
they broke for some reason, but if you could find them again and then bring them back to VTubing, I think that'll be like something powerful. Like
true, true, true. I think we already know about Noor because of all the digging that the new Nijisanji English streamers did, like Fanana. She had this this thing called Noor interviewed her, which basically makes a lot of people think that she is a manager of Nijisanji English, or she is a staff in Nijisanji because of her fluency in Hindi and Japanese and English too.
Oh,
So
so
people think
Noor is
that,
probably a manager now. Like,
yeah, probably not. There's never a definite answer to that.
mm-hmm,
And talking about Vahan, he's the like he's a literal chat guy because he's one of those like extrovert kind of guy. Was
mm-hmm.
like if I recommend some of the YouTube or content creators being like those outros extrovert like talking very loud like you might know Too Mad, right? Too Mad, the guy.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like that kind of persona he had. So it's very much hard to think that he would come back, but there is a little bit chance that Adia will come back. We're still wishing all of them to come back, but well, it's a corporate thing. It's still very hard for Indian VTubers to ask people to rig character for them, which is very hard because we still have a big difference of dollars and rupees.
I know there's a huge difference. Like technically, you might. I'm not sure. Like Indonesia, you guys could interact because one thing that
In-
I don't mind doing is I could
Mhm.
technically connect the Indian community because one thing I feel like that I was really fortunate about is I was able to interact with multiple communities. I've interacted with the Malaysian community, not so much with the Indonesian, but I do know some Indonesians. I this avatar was rigged by a Singaporean. Um,
Ah,
I have avatars. I'm also friends
interesting.
with the Bruneian community, so like
I've
one.
never heard of them. I'm bad at geography. Somebody teach me the geography.
So basically, Singapore is below Malaysia. Malaysia is
I
below
see.
Thailand, but then there's also East Malaysia. So like there's also Indonesia
Ah,
connected in the south part of East Malaysia, but then there's Brunei, which is the small country in in between the south.
island and
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
not an
an
island,
island country.
but
Okay.
well, they are part of an island. They're part of the
Ah, I
island of
see. I
Borneo,
see.
and
Mhm.
Brunei, I would say, is like a really small country, and they're really chill. The people there are really chill. Like like one of I was talking with Jocknix at one point, like saying
Okay.
that an idea for you guys to invite on your podcast. I think it's like
Oh
just
yeah,
original.
I think yeah. He talked with me. He talked with me. He was like, Mr. Yu has a like an idea to make this whole thing like grow up a little bit. I'm like, wow,
Yeah,
that's great.
because
That's great.
because as I said before, I do. You're not the first like VTuber of your country that I've met or collabed with. The first VTuber I've met of a country would be Keith, and she's from Brunei. She was the first.
I see.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I think it'll be interesting. Like, what happens if we take two pioneers, like two people from the first, and just like have them collab like that, and like see their points of views? Do they like? Would they mesh well together, or like how would it be? Even though personalities, I
But
would
I
say
mean,
different.
so you mean the first of everything?
Yeah,
Two people like he.
one thing I
Uh,
would really wanted to
yeah,
do
true.
was have
Hmm.
like collab with like multiple first VTubers. Like right now we have the first Indian VTuber, but then if we could collab with like the first Malaysian, the first Bruneian, first Indonesian. Well, the first Indonesian already graduated. Um,
Oh really?
yeah,
Wait, really?
she graduated a while ago, like last year.
Oh, wait. I wanna search it up. What's the name again?
I don't remember the name, but then
Ah, okay. I'm gonna look it up later because I have this curiosity of knowing.
and then if you're saying
Sorry for
Japan,
interrupting.
hmm?
Sorry for interrupting.
Oh,
You
don't worry,
you
don't
can.
worry. And then the first for Japan, I would say is Kizuna Ai. But then there's a lot.
Yeah,
I would say
the
Ratnag as
Japanese
well.
is the most exposed. Japanese is the most exposed community ever.
Yeah, Japan. But then there's a lot of minor VTubers. Like I do have
True,
friends from
true.
Japan as well,
That's great. That's great.
and yeah, I don't mind introducing them as well.
I think the only Japanese VTuber that I talked with was Kureha-san. He
Kureha.
came
Oh,
into our
so yeah, I,
podcast.
I heard that you guys managed to interact with Kureha.
Yeah, true. I came up to her and I was like, Kureha-san, can we have a podcast? Me and Sakura have this to being like that and she was so generous enough to accept our proposal, and
Yes.
she came in and I feel so bad because at that point of time we were not that efficient on our podcast.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Like honestly, Kureha is like really chill. Like she accepts people like that. Like
Yeah.
even when I was like, uh, okay, this is more behind the scenes. Even when I was like running an event, she was willing to like participate in it, and it was like already meant a lot. Like it's crazy to see like the things that you can do. Like like for example with the podcast, like would you say that you expected to be able to create this podcast virtualism as well?
Mm, wait, can you repeat the question again? I didn't catch that.
Would you say that you've expected from the beginning, oh, I'm going to make a podcast called Virtualism India?
Uh, well, I didn't actually expect about the podcast. I was expecting something to make this grow, to make the community grow.
Mm-hmm. That's why it's like something impressive, something like interesting. Like
I
the
just thought about it. What to do, because at that point of time, like, there are a bunch of people who are like doing this. They're like uh trying to grow themselves. That, okay, you know what, let's grow ourselves, let's have all the fame to ourselves. I'm like not calling them out, but then there is this thing that somebody has to do this, being like the guy to educate others.
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna talk a lot about the Indians because they are literally very stubborn. Okay, they are like, come to my ears and speak it. I don't want to do it myself. You come here, you sit on my chair, you take my computer and show me what's what and what's that. Just tell me. They don't want to look it up. They don't have the curiosity, other than some people. So I thought that, well, if they want us, the YouTubers or the Google or the internet personalities, to spoon feed them. Let's do this. Why not? So I first tried to do it by culturally connecting the whole thing
Mm-hmm.
in the medium of the most majority of spoken language is like Hindi,
Mm-hmm.
because I couldn't do it in Bengali because Bengali is a minority.
Mm-hmm.
Bengal language is a minority, so I couldn't do it there. So I just go with Hindi. So I thought of making a little bit. I didn't make proper videos on it, but I did do some of the shit on a website that I was doing content writing for. Some local website. I don't remember properly what was it.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a little bit on their side. I did like the Nishanji India coming up and shit. Then I had like 3 or 4 Instagram accounts. I got there. I like posted a bunch of stories regarding Nissanji India and all of the 3 channel links, all of the 3 channel screenshots, tagged them. Like, I was the first, like the second their channel were up, the second Nijisanji tweeted about it. I was the first to go on my Instagram, post it, and like follow them,
Guys, you see, we have
follow them.
another first over here. This guy is honestly
So,
crazy, I'd say.
I mean, it was just like, I love this shit. Okay, so I want Indians to do this because I remember when anime wasn't popular in India, we were like so mad. Like, me and there was some other people were like so mad about it. We pushed everything. Like, we need anime to get popular in India. We like did a lot of shit to make it popular, and now like we became anime became a big thing in India with Makoto Shinkai and a lot of people visiting India.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how we are tend to like as anime became big. So the VTubing being a subculture of anime, we can make it grow too. So that's how we are planning to do it. So currently, I am not gonna say that there are a lot of people who are promoting this community because there are very low number of people who know about it. There are the VTubers who are promoting it, and then there are some like actual good people who are like from a group of content creators like Watch Mojo or kind of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
There are these people that exist in our Indian circle too. So they make videos of it. They have the proper research on all the history and all the shit that happened. So they place it up, and but they don't get a reach because they can't like have the viewers based. Okay, nobody's gonna look at the videos until their own subscribers. So that's why it doesn't go up. But once it hits the mainstream, when there are VTubers who are very much like you might know about Nisanji's Kuzuha,
Kuzuha,
who
yeah, I
is
know about Kuzuha. He's quite popular. Yep.
who is yeah, he's who is very connected to the Japanese culture and is very Japanese. So once like YouTubers or VTubers who are very much Indian, like very close to Indian, he doesn't know anything about the like foreign community or English or anything about that. He's just too much into the Indian society. He would be very big. And at that point of time, people would know what VTubing really is.
Mhm. I think right now at the moment with the Indian community, I think what's important is just like to spread out and just let people know that you guys are there. Like that's probably going to be important. Also, I see you guys in the chat are talking about double jumping. That really is insane. And yeah, I definitely agree. That's really interesting. Like one of the hopes is like to be able to like make the community like well known in a sense. Like I can see because guessing from your point of view, it was lonely when you felt like you were the only one doing it, right? Well,
Yes, yes.
and
Especially from India, where no one accepted you as a VTuber. I remember
yeah,
I asked for a bunch of people for collabs, and they were literally just ignored. They never talked on it. They were like, "Oh no, never, no, no." People made fun of me as being an Indian and a VTuber too. So I was like, "Okay, I don't
and
mind.
look on the
I want to
bright
pursue
side,
this."
you became an inspiration to so many. Like, look at the community grow. If you look at like the Twitter thing, wait, let me try to find it. Let me control click. I still remember Jocknix sending me, Jocknix and Zuki's sending me. They sent me like a list of Indians.
Oh yeah, yeah. The list of Indian VTubers.
Yeah,
There are a lot.
and right now you guys like, oh, Jocknix was one man, 43 members. 43 members. That's like insane. Wait, let me see if
I don't know, but
interact.
I just somehow feel like crying because it's just so hard to see now that people are
It's okay to
literally interested
cry.
and growing.
You can cry if you want. I mean, you guys have definitely like, you're no longer alone. Here's the thing. You guys are no
I
longer
mean,
alone.
at this point of time, that I just wanted like people to agree that they are doing something for the greater good. I mean, not that helping saving lives or something, but something which is actually gonna make a lot of people happy. Something that's gonna bring a change, a literal change. So I just wanted people to accept it,
Mhm.
not being like the ignorant kind of who does
Yes.
it.
So in other words, we
Just
are virtual because we can't stand the reality. MeowCatMax 2020.
yes.
I also like
I
what
love how you
Sakura
put it
wrote.
on the screen.
Wait, let me find what Sakura wrote. Yes, she wrote. I will depreciate you.
Yes, yes. She just ultimately told it when we had this podcast with her. I think with a I can't say the proper country name, but I can tell you later. So we had this like another VTuber who was like from Southeast Asia, collabed with them. It was very close to Sakura, so she was like talking about a bunch of stuff, and then she came up with this shit like, "I will destroy you," and then like, "Wait, destruction? You mean depreciation?" And then, "I will depreciate you." That was just so hilarious.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like how she toned it up.
Oh, that's really interesting. Oh, I just found like a retweet that you did, and I was like, wait, are they actually collabing? But then, no, but then it's like
Wait, wait, wait,
really interesting, like how you guys, like I would say you guys did like a lot of quality. Like your guys' podcast was super high quality.
wait. Wait, what do you mean like super high quality? By from the uh,
like
how
the
we
way you
do
guys
it.
like. Oh, so that was the Korihal one. Like the one where I was like looking at the um when I was looking at your guys' posts, like how you guys did the
I see.
thumbnails. Like for me, I don't even do thumbnails.
Oh, it was actually my idea because I was inspired from the first podcast that I watched. It was like the Misfits podcast, where we have this Fits and Swagger Souls. I was very inspired. I have this like very interest in voice acting, but I never intended to learn it because of not having proper coaching and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm very interested in voice. So why not do something that's voice based? So I got into the podcast. Like, let's do about VTubers because it's just so much interesting to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's the thing. I got up and invested for it to just have this. Like, I started it, but as an inspiration from Misfits, and then I wanted it to be like trash taste.
Mm-hmm. Also, Asu, thanks for coming, by the way, Asu. So yeah, but yeah, it's really, I'd say what you've done right there is really like inspiration. Like what you've done has been like, if there are other Indians out there that have been thinking like, oh, I want to be a VTuber, and like they look at the community, it's like, oh, I don't think that there's anyone interested, but then they are seeing you and Sakura, and like Jocknix or Zuki or Aiza, and like that, and they're like, oh, we're not alone. And like I'm sure you guys are basically the pioneers, the people that are able to like give people hope to like, hey, I think we can do it, and then they'll do it
I mean,
because
I
of you
think
guys.
this is the
Because
thing that Jocknix is putting up because I remember Jocknix sending me a lot of links of Indian VTubers on Twitch who doesn't know that there is a community exists. I just went up to them, joined the Discord, or like got into the chats. And so there's this community. We would love to invite you as you are an Indian VTuber. We want this to grow. Love to invite you. A lot of them joined. A lot of them joined. Like some of them are living in India. Some of them are out of India, but they have Indian like, background. So
mhm,
they joined in, and they were literally quite big VTubers. They from them like there are two VTubers from India. Ones are from India, and
mhm,
other are from outside India, but they have a background in India. So the people who are outside India use Twitch mainly, and the people who are in India they use YouTube because YouTube is a dominant platform in India still.
mhm,
So we like normally have people from YouTube or who are just starting out as a VTuber join our Discord server, and then we Twitch join our Discord server, and then we interact with each other like in front of all of them, so that they have this curiosity to look up, being like, huh, she's also a YouTuber, he's also a YouTuber. Let's check out. And then when they check out, they're like, wow, this they have this so amazing production. Let me try out too. Let me try out too. And we managed to get some of the people interested in it
mhm,
about like 2D. There are people on my Instagram, or like I remember this. Some people on the Instagram they DM'd me like how I should be, how I can like become one, how I can make my avatar. I'm like, you can watch this like episode of the podcast. You'll get a lot of detailed knowledge, and you can also join the Discord if you're interested in. We gained some people from there, so yeah, it's like a way to make them psychologically interested in it because I don't think if you just force them in, like, wait, watch it, watch it, you gotta beat this, like gatekeeping kind of, it won't work.
mhm. Definitely. Honestly, I mean, this is crazy, but it's honestly inspiring to see like how more people continue to join each day. Definitely.
I mean, it's actually inspiring for me too because there are people who are far more talented. Some are good at drawing, some are very good at attracting with people. I'm not attracting, sorry, interacting with people. There are people with charisma. There are people who know how to sing. All these beautiful people, like talented enough to have the next, become the next big face of the community.
It's the next
So it just
MeowCatMax.
feels great. No, not the next MeowCatMax, but they can be the next themselves.
Mhm. But it's still nice though. Also, quick question: what is I Love Chainsaw, and why are you gonna private
It's
this
a,
link?
it's a. So the private thing was basically the meme of Indie Home Packet Phoenix, the internet company. I wanted to private this because it was a company who don't even have any connections. So I was like, I will private this later. Then I was literally very lazy, so I was like, okay, leave it.
So it wasn't private. Good. I'm gonna watch it in that case.
Yes.
But this is really interesting. Like, oh, I found your lore. So description:
So wait,
Max is a
wait, the
male
first one?
Indian V streamer and DTuber. He likes FPS and indie games and otaku culture. He mostly makes small jokes on streams. What do you mean small jokes? This guy's been making big jokes the entire time.
Well,
Lore:
at that point of time,
a
like very
Necroroid
small.
from a different timeline of virtual India is stuck in the current present timeline caused due to the dimensional rift, the reason of which unknown. Now he mostly streams part time while researching on his this dimension's resources and his past memories to unveil the truth that he's actually studying quantum. Wait, are you studying quantum or what are you studying? Like, what's your major?
Well, it's a lore, which is still like I'm planning to like progress it as an anime. Like it will continue as soon as I like, as much as I stream, the lore will continue to just evolve. So for now, the lore that is like uh, I still didn't talk it out loud, so, but I'm gonna reveal it right now. It is like
Oh, you're
uh,
gonna reveal it on someone else's stream. Nice.
yes, exactly. Because I'm so excited to talk it out. I'm just
Okay,
excited.
let's hear about it if you're okay with saying.
It's like the whole Necroroid thing is basically a lie, and there are other like Maxes existing in different timelines who are unaware of the event. And everybody thinks that there
Wait,
is this
different
dimensional
timelines?
rift and thing.
In that case, can I
Yep.
be MeowCatMax?
Well, in a different timeline, absolutely.
Okay, I will make sure to voice that.
Maybe I am Mysterio too in a different timeline. Who knows?
I mean, it's possible because this guy's wearing a mask, so he would definitely fit that.
Yeah, and I can even be MatPat from Game Theory.
And there could be a
Imagine
possibility
being like,
that I'm actually.
yes, like welcome to Game Theory.
And there's a possibility that I could be actually running a tech channel at the moment.
I see you're loving the joke too much, right?
Well, once again, the fact that
Like,
we made that's like the first thing we were talking about. So just to give
yes,
behind the scenes, basically the reason why it was postponed was because he was having Wi-Fi issues, so he was fixing it.
please don't call
And
it Wi-Fi. Don't call it Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is only in shame. This is mobile internet.
how about okay, in that case, mobile data, yes,
Yes,
mobile data, or if we want to make things better, PUBG mobile data, yes.
I'm gonna use it from now on. Thanks. I'm Mr. Studio Jokes. Thank you.
Yes, feel free to use it. So his PUBG mobile data was not working, so yeah, basically he was fixing it.
Wait. Can you do it? Can you do the PUBG Mobile thing in a Indian accent? Can you try
I was tempted to do it, but I didn't want to be racist.
it? No. It's
Do I have
okay.
permission?
It's okay. I give you the Indian pass. You can do it.
PUBG mobile. What?
So perfect. It's so goddamn perfect. I love it.
You need to add the wait. In that case, you do it as well.
Is it so natural? I might scream it out like
You can scream
PUBG Mobile,
it.
like the normal accent. It's just normal, like PUBG Mobile. Like, there's nobody says it as mobile. Otherwise, like mobile.
Yes, mobile. Data.
Oh god, this is gold. This is gold. I absolutely love you, man, for this. Your jokes are gold.
Your jokes are really great as well, dude. You have good taste. You have good taste. Like even like even when you're talking about like wet cat max.
Wet, wet cat.
Yep, wet
Yes.
cat max.
Imagine like me having an intro where it's just a bucket of water like coming up green and then be like wet. Being like this sexy voice guy like wet.
And like, hey guys, welcome to
This is so fucking fun. So fucking funny.
Though, just curious, if you actually made wet cat max, how would the others respond to that? Like, how do you think the others would respond to that? Like, I'm guessing the people you usually interact with is Jocknix and Sakura, but how do you think they would respond? Like, how would the other members of Virtualism IN?
I I think Sakura would go with the joke.
Wait, she wants it.
Jocknix would be like, yeah, she will go with the joke, to be honest. Like nice or something like that. Like with the joke that goes like 69, nice.
Wait,
She would go with the
She
word,
actually,
like,
she's because I've never interacted much with Sakura,
Hmm.
other than okay, let me mute my side, but because this is like private information.
okay. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Okay, I see. I see. I see.
Yeah.
Hmm. I think it goes for the same as me too. Like just invited me, but like,
Because right,
and I just didn't talk.
yeah. I mean, it was actually the same with Isa as well. Jocknix was technically like the first one I've met.
Yeah, Jockmix has this charisma which makes people like
Yes, a lot
linger
of people
around
like him,
him.
and I think he's
Yeah,
like, hmm?
I think he lives up to the name of the best boy.
Yes, a lot of people really like Jocknix. Like, but it's also nice how he like because you know how some people who are
True,
charismatic, they're charismatic in the wrong ways. Like I say, Jocknix
true,
is
true.
charismatic in a good way. Like he's basically like the younger person that people would want to protect.
Yes, yes. Like a little brother, kind of a co-hearted
Yes,
kind of thing.
yes.
And I was just so much into Jockmix that like he's this caring personality of him that I even forgot. Like I think Jockmix said it to me once. I may be wrong, but he
Uh-huh.
told me that I first came to know you, then I knew Sakura, and then everyone in the community. I was like, wait a minute! Don't tell me you came to know about a lot every one of them from me because you are far more interesting and talented than me.
Once again, we tend to with humans. Like I'll be blunt. This time I'm talking more like behind the scenes. With humans, we tend to be like I'd say a lot of people tend to see themselves more in the negative light than positive. Like for example, you keep on you tend to
Hmm.
say like, oh this person, that person, but you don't realize what you have done, like your impact in the community is. Like legit, you've been struggling alone, and if it weren't for you, just continue to push forward and push out forward. You might have been a guy that, like, for example, if Sakura came and saw you, she would have been like, "Oh, so it's a guy that has already left. How sad," and like that.
I mean, it's good to see that it went in a right way, but
Mm-hmm.
the thing is that we never have this like official format, right? Like
Yeah.
the Japanese YouTubers do have this format, like debut stream, ending stream, sayonara stream. Then Western VTubers have this format, like debut stream, then some after party thing, and then a really bad big tweet longer, like "Hey, I'm gonna quit" and stuff like that.
Ah, yes, yes,
So
yes. There's too much of
yes,
that, and honestly, can I be honest? with you.
Yeah, true. I know.
I'm
Go
not a
ahead.
huge fan of it. This is why I'm not
True.
really.
I agree. I
I
agree.
honestly hate it
I gotta
because.
say, I gotta say, I hate the Western VTuber community. There are good people, singular
Mhm.
people that are good, but I hate the overall Western VTuber community. I absolutely hate it.
Like I get it. Like if you're busy and yeah, it's okay. But then here's at least you try. But then if you just like okay, this might offend people, but I will say this:
Mm. Yeah, true.
some people, some people are like, they just get on Twitter,
Yeah.
they get the views, they get the follows, they get people to
Mm.
notice them, and then they're
Mm.
like, oh, I'm a VTuber now, even though hasn't streamed yet, hasn't debuted yet, hasn't done
The
anything but just been on
pre-debut
Twitter.
ones, right?
But then they would just like they would expect, and then like when they debut, they will have a lot of people because they accumulated. But then you have to
Yeah. The
understand.
hype thing, like the
Yes,
model
yes, yes,
reveal and 500 follows and stuff.
yes. But then you don't realize that not always would you get the consistent amounts, only for a debut because that's the big thing. But then like slowly but surely, right? You end up like losing people, losing viewers, and then you start like hitting. You're like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna quit because this is like that, and that, or you get into drama, which I get. This is like real life, as I said. If you think that this is escapism like that, it's not gonna escape. No, you're still humans
True.
behind. Like that's why I feel like I'm not saying that you're shit like that. It's just saying that you gotta understand,
Like
and if
there
you
are some things that you don't like about,
hmm
right?
And if you want to actually pursue this, go for it. But then you have to be
Yeah.
prepared. Like, how are you going to handle this, or how are you going to do this? Because
I
here's the
mean,
thing.
doing it in their way, but also doing it in the right way.
Yes, 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 yes. Because here's the thing. I won't lie. I may or may not have ever watched you, but I still want to see you succeed. I still want you to give it a shot. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'm not gonna call shit
Yeah,
if you just
because
leave like that.
no one is there like for thinking negative about a person that they have never talked to.
Uh huh.
But they can also never be attracted to a person that they never talked to.
Yes. Like for me, as I said, I'm not interested in VTubers. Doesn't mean that I'm not gonna want to like. I'm gonna shit on you all that. Like, just
Yeah, I agree.
try. This is one thing I want to say because if someone who doesn't like VTubing, who's no interest whatsoever, and who has wanted to quit so many times, is able to continue longer than someone who's
I
interested in it,
agree because you have literally very beautiful thought process. I like that.
then honestly, it's sad because someone who's like you were if someone's really interested in it, and then they want and they're doing it shorter than someone who's not interested in it, then what's the purpose? Why are you saying you're interested? Unless of course
I see.
monetary and like that, then I understand.
Yeah, like having a very big hype on it, right? And then they just said, I see, I'm a quit because I'm not serving proper people
Yeah, yeah,
on my
yeah.
chat, being like that. Like I expect like all my 500 followers from Twitter to come in my chat and be like, hello.
You forget that people have IRL lives as well. Like people are
True,
busy. I mean, like even you said that you're a college student as well, right?
true. Yeah,
I mean, I'm also a college student, so I could relate. Like
yeah.
it's challenging managing between these type of things, like trying to juggle it all around. It's difficult. It's challenging.
It's even hard like when you try to have this a proper like you act up like a proper corporate VTuber at this point. When you have this as an act,
Hmm.
that is the most challenging because you have to act like you are a corporate but you are an indie. So I had this like I had this thing when I started out as a I started acting like a corporate VTuber,
Hmm.
like not with the collabs and interactions, but with the whole thing that the first Japanese VTubers did, having their character designs pinned up on their Twitter, have this long introductions, have the banner, then the name and everything that they're normally the corporate VTubers do. So I had this thing which attracted a lot of people's eyes and to my profile. Then I had the name of the artist and everyone on my bio, which was literally I took up from a lot of Japanese VTubers doing it.
Hmm.
And I find that doing this is like you are making them interested in you,
Yeah.
not your content.
Hmm.
So that's the whole point. Like, I have 224 followers on my Twitter, but not all of them are subscribed, and not all of them are watching my streams because
Yeah.
they like me, the person on that Twitter account, what I tweet or what I do. They don't like my content that I produce, or me as a YouTuber or virtual content creator.
Hey, but your situation is also different though. I mean, this guy 311 subs.
No, that thing was I was very very like when I was a kid I had this eagerness of, oh no, 300, oh no, 100, and now it's just like I just blink. That's this thing.
No,
So I'm at, yeah, I just blink and think like it's 300, right? But
but
do
you don't
all of
really.
them comment? Do all of them talk to me? Like
Yeah.
I just don't want. Yeah, I just don't want dead 300 people. I want two people or two subscribers who are in the chat, who are talking, smiling, joking, like something like that.
Yeah, I get you. I get you 100% on that. Like, I definitely understand and relate with you. For me, you know, one other thing. This leads to another thing, because I also agree with you. Like, numbers don't matter unless it's like
Hmm?
people who actually talk to you.
Exactly, exactly.
You know, I'm not gonna call out anyone because number one, I'm not part of
Hmm?
that scene. I'm not gonna call out,
Yep.
but I will admit this, and it's okay if you want to think opposite. But I'm speaking from my experiences and from my
Yeah, your point of view.
yes, my point of view. So I've seen numerous times people say numbers don't matter, and it's true, numbers don't matter. But they also do matter if you're trying to ask people, like certain people, to
Yes,
collab.
exactly.
Because like I
Yes.
have DM'd like or emailed people who are like you'd say big,
Yes, I agree
and
because I
then
did that too. I did that
no
too, but
response, right?
only a
You also
couple
got
response.
yes,
Only a
only.
couple. I even did with Hololive Indonesia, but oh no
Hey, you
response.
too?
Yes, I did with no fucking response. I
Hey,
was
same
like,
here, same here, dude.
yeah, it was like, it was big. It was big. They aren't gonna reply, but then there are big people who replied, like Korea-san replied. Then there was Asano Ruri, the Asano sisters. One of them replied, I think, on YouTube when I asked them. One of them replied, but it never became a thing. Then Vihan actually agreed, but then the graduation kicked in.
Wait, you've actually talked with Vihan before?
Yeah, because I was the only person making his fan arts. We did chat on Instagram DMs, and I literally loved him because he has this personality of being like, you know what, I don't care about what's trending or what the community is doing.
Yes,
I'm the
yes,
guy who will
yes.
do what he loves.
I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. I don't really like trends. Like one time they did an eye trend, but then I think I was just being a bit like a smartass, and I decided to like just write the letter I. So
I just
just
don't like trends.
yeah, I don't
I
like
agree
trends either.
because I only do the trends because you know, like you say that I don't care about subs, but at a point you also need to grow, right? Also,
I don't need to
so
grow either way. This is not my life. This is not my
I
main
mean, I mean,
passion.
I'm just saying
Yeah, but I
for
get you.
being like me person who just am doing content. I do need to grow so that I can get the return of what I'm investing in it on a business point. But
Yeah, you definitely
uh,
put money into this, so you definitely.
yes,
So in other words, if anyone's listening, make sure you donate like $1,000 to him, please. Thank you very much.
no, no,
Make sure that he gets his not rupee dollars. Yes, pounds would be better. Pounds would be better. Euros or pounds could be better. But yes, pounds would be better. Make sure you donate big.
yes, triggered Europeans and Americans.
Once again, I'm just joking. I don't want to like put pressure on people, and once again, it's disrespectful to
Hmm?
MeowCatMax if I was
I
like
agree.
forcing people to donate.
I know, I get that, I get that, I get that.
But yeah,
Like,
yeah, you also
if
know
if
those
you are
people
too
who are
much,
like, yeah, you have
hmm
to donate to me, or like that. And, like those people are like, just because you invest a lot doesn't mean that you'll necessarily get the money back.
it's like if people think they want to, they can. It's like you know, like there is a golden age of YouTube, right?
Mhm.
So at that point of time, I was the one who came into the YouTubes. I mean, not as a content creator, but as a viewer who was too much into the like Western YouTubing community. I was not into the Indian one. I didn't know any single Indian YouTuber. So I watched a lot of them, and I came to know about the algorithm and a lot of things and everything about YouTube. Like I was this curious kid because I didn't have any other shit to do other than school and
Mm-hmm.
our normal homeworks and stuff. So I just reached this call. I was like, well, that's great, that's great. So I learned a lot of stuff that currently in this, like that's the thing that's growing currently.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see, there's this word sarcasm, which I think a lot of Indians might not know. And if
Yeah.
I'm saying this here, so people might come in and be like, "Oh no, you're international. You're not gonna have to say this and shit like that." But I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing. This sarcasm is a thing that existed in the Western VTuber community in the golden age.
Mm-hmm.
But now, content creators who are trying to adapt this whole thing are called the 2021, the new generation of YouTuber
Yeah.
for some reason.
Also, welcome.
Like they literally copy paste the same joke as PewDiePie
I know
or any other
everyone's
content
like
creator.
like even in this community, I'd say there's way too many like it looks like they're different, but then they're like copies of each other. Like the way they interact,
Exactly.
like there's
See,
no
yeah, the
originality.
jokes. I can if I have to say like a simple example, you go, you see PewDiePie on his golden years, you will see a bunch of people copying his style,
I mean like a lot of
and
people copy the style like because like hey guys, what's up? Welcome to such and such. Hey, by the way, if
like
you guys can like
look at
drop
the hypocrisy, like me copying PewDiePie and just saying the same thing.
the MeowCatMax thing.
Yes, I just realized it right now.
Are you gonna change it or?
Well, I don't literally do my like come max most of the time, but it's just like me like welcome to my boy shit. So yeah, I don't really do that. It's just kind of thing. Like my initial welcome is like the namaste, so I don't think like come max is literally that big deal.
Mhm.
Everything is like when I wanted to be one, I was like I should have everything, every single thing of my own uniqueness, and I need to do it by myself, not let anyone. So I learned GFX designing. I designed my like channel themes, my intros and outros, everything. I learned video editing all on
Dang,
Android. I do like everything that's edited. All the drawings, all the things is all done by on my phone. Every
that's
single thing.
impressive.
So I just learned it. I learned it to do it, but I couldn't master it, which is a very sad reality for me.
Huh. But that's really interesting. Like still being able to do that deserves credit. I mean, at least you're putting in the effort. That's what matters.
I mean, you can literally do a lot with the thing that you have. Like I've seen a lot of people who have like 1 Gbps of speed of internet, and they still like play PUBG Mobile and don't utilize it. And I've seen people who have like big amount of followers or inspirational stuff or writings, and they don't have the proper resources to make them like public.
I look up to them. Like people who are able to do things, even though, like I have a friend who didn't have a desk, and they only used like an iron board as their desk for their setup, and I really looked up to them.
It just seems so sad, like to see them,
It's
the
sad to see
beautiful
like
people.
people spending so much money on something that they haven't gotten experience yet. Like they think, yeah, it has to be
Exactly.
perfect, but then if it's perfect, you can't improve, and when you can't improve, people are not going to be interested anymore.
Yep, I agree.
But yeah, I agree.
And then you also don't want to be that guy who just like brings out the, you know how much I suffer, you know that. You like don't want to be that guy.
Yes, you don't want to also be that guy that just like yells at people or like complains.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: it's not their choice. It's not the viewer's choice.
True.
Like for you to spend money, it's your choice to spend money, and this is the reason why.
Even after ending the stream, today, I was like not today, but yesterday when I came. Um, well, there are people who left my stream at a certain point of time. Didn't I like have this proper like interaction with them? Why did they leave out? Don't I have the charisma? And I'm questioning myself. Like, how can I be better? How can I keep them interacting with me? And how can I like have this kind of beautiful connection with them so they can be like keep on talking and not leaving? Because at the end of the time, if you are not having anyone in the chat, it just feels like bland or blunt, if I use the correct word, of you to speak or make jokes of, because uh, it's not connecting. So it just feels a little bit awkward. But well, you can't do anything, right? If somebody just wants to not be on your screen. So I question myself, and every night before sleeping, I tend to watch a lot of documentaries or read videos on people who literally are good public speakers, confident enough.
Mhm.
As I already had read about psychology, I was a psychology student. I read
Wait,
a
so you
little
study
bit.
psychology?
Yes, but not as a advanced level or as a proper student, but like interaction or social psychology, how people do it, because I was interested in like a little bit of history and about how people talk to each other, the society, and all of this shit. So I have this like intellectual big brain shit going on here. So I was like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna learn the social psychology of how people interact and shit. But I'm also scared that if I talk with this, a lot of people would be bored, okay? And they would be like, I don't care. So I
Hmm.
just don't talk about it a lot.
I agree. Like, here's the thing, though. I don't know if it's gonna cheer you up or not, or like make you feel better. But
Hmm.
then, this is just my personal opinion of you. So far, I'd say you're a good
Yep.
person. You're a decent person. Uh, yes, charisma wise, I'd say that you're an entertaining guy. You're definitely enjoyable to chat with. You seem like a decent person that'll be fun to get along with, and you're not like someone like like the type of people that would like when you start off, you would feel like awkward. Like usually, I would say I'm that type of person starting off and feel awkward, but then with you, I feel like we mesh well together. Like I could.
I agree because you have a lot of things in common that I find very
I don't
intriguing
know
and
how, but
interesting.
then yes, there's way too many things.
Yes, and in a good way, like the thinking process, the how we don't watch VTubers, and like I also don't watch VTubers. I
Really?
have to agree. Really, I don't. I just I just am like very keen about the knowledge, like about how they become one and everything. And like later is the thing, like YouTube algorithm. You watch one, you're very much into a lot of clips that come out flooding on your feed.
Mm-hmm.
I just watch VTubers because I have them as my friends, and
Ah,
then
yes.
some VTuber clips that I get because I'm intrigued by the title and thumbnail. I've never watched any stream, any Japanese VTuber stream, or any English VTuber. So I just watch the clips. The only people that there are some people that I love, or I'm very happy that they are producing this kind of content. I go up to their chat and hey, hello, nice to meet you, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like yeah, I agree with you. Like personally, I'd only for me, I watch streams. I'm not really a huge fan of watching streams because, like, to be honest, I will end up like at one point you see me comment. Sometimes I was like, just like AFK, or sometimes I end up watching Kimagure
Yeah,
cook, because not gonna lie, I like cooking. That's something I'm interested in. Unless you're willing to do a cooking stream, I
that's
think.
good.
But then, yeah,
Uh,
I still support my friends. That's what matters.
yeah, true, true. Like I never even like got to Twitch or even watched Twitch. The only reason I like opened a proper Twitch account had this channel was like because of Jobmix, because he was streaming on Twitch, and I was intrigued, man. Like he was streaming on Twitch, and he's so lonely because a lot of YouTubers are on YouTube. Let's why not just give him like this kind of encouragement that you are like great, you're doing good, and so I opened a Twitch account and went to his stream. I remember like it was just buffering because of my mobile internet, and I still watched it like it buffered 1,000 times, and I could watch one time, but I still left a comment being like, I love your content. Good job on like making
See?
people happy and stuff."
In that case, because of this guy, I think we need to also say the same thing. So, MeowCatMax, I really love your content from just wait. Since from I love your content starting from Dismount Wheel episode 1 all the way to Yakuza Kiwami. Here we go again. Number 2 VTuber. Ian VTuber. VTuber IN. I mean, I also liked just wait. Just wait for a sec. I have to do this properly. This is track me. Just wait. I have to make this bigger. Usually I'm a small one, but then we gotta make myself bigger.
Big PP.
Like this. Then just wait. Slap.
This is perfect. This is great. Great. Out of context, and I love this.
Wait. I just realized. Was I muted the entire time? Slap.
Really? What? You're muted? What?
My mic was muted.
Wait, do you mean you were muted when you talked about Sakura's stuff?
Yeah. I was muted when I was talking about that. And once again, yeah. If I didn't say it, hello, Alisa, again. Welcome. I know it's been a while since you commented, but yes, I still want to say welcome. I do hope everyone is doing okay. And it seemed like with the viewer wise, they were actually really interested in you. By the way, like the person that created one of my avatars, he was like, "Oh, can I join?" Like he really was interested with your like the way you are and with your personality. I'm sure like you guys would mesh well together. To be honest.
I also like if you're interested, you can like ask her or him to join. Sorry if I messed someone's pronouns because that's a big thing in the community for someone.
No worries, this is Southeast Asia we're talking about. With me, I hang out.
Oh yeah, true.
I hang out with the Southeast Asian crew, even though yes, they do get offended.
Yes.
Depending on the person.
Yes. Yeah, the pronouns like.
So
It's like that. I have seen a lot of people like talking about pronouns. There are people like when I talk like imagine I'm talking with you, right? And you are like, "Hello, my name is Mysterio. Welcome." And then me being that
hello,
guy
Mysterio.
or
Nice to
me
meet you.
being the guy with the pronoun. I'm like, no, you don't first tell me what are your pronouns, or like you say like hello, MeowCatMax. I'm like, no, please don't call me by that name. Call me by my pronoun. Stuff like that. This is so annoying.
Some people you don't want to offend them. That's the one thing we gotta be safe about.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, it's like I'm talking about you and me both. Like, we don't want to offend anyone.
Yeah, we don't want to offend,
But
we don't want to
yeah,
get.
but
Mhm.
exactly. But we also don't want to be the guy like because everyone is offended at everything. We have to accept everything. Like, you do something like there might be a person who might get offended because you are breathing at this point of time. It's 2021. Everything is a drama.
For me,
So
yeah. For me, I would want to say, I don't mind using pronouns and like that, but then I wouldn't want someone to like if I accidentally because like say I don't know and if I accidentally like mispronounce someone or misgendered, I do apologize, but don't just straight up lash out. If you understand, Like, yes, you
It's
may
up
be
to
offended,
your
but then
etiquettes, right? It's up to your etiquettes, right? Like
yes, because
you
if
see
like,
someone having this similarity and you just assume it. You just assume it.
hmm
Okay? But there is this thing too, like you have to understand, right? Like there are people where it might not be normal, so they might like confuse it. So you kind of lash out on everyone. Like there is this incident that happened in India where there was this cab driver who just was about to run over a girl, okay, and
huh,
she was very panicked. But she just stopped the cab driver and then slapped him, even though he wasn't talking back or he wasn't saying anything like rude or anything. He was standing like, I'm sorry, and stuff like that. And she slapped him like 22 times, and broke his phone and everything. So he was like, I'm just a guy, I'm just a cab driver, I'm poor, what I'm gonna do, and thing like that. This was a big thing in the media of India. I think like boys are not treated well, girls have too much power and stuff like that, feminism and all that shit. So
hmm
as this thing goes on, people are really offended, and till this date, people are literally talking about that. So it's like this point, like you also need to understand that you might be the guy living in the like 300, not 300, like you guys might be a guy living in 3020s, but the person you're interacting with, it's still living in the 2021. So you have to slow down. It's Asia. It's not West or Europe. Like you just go on a convention, anime convention, and you see people cosplaying, and they're like, "Hey, yo, I'm an anime character." Like it's Southeast Asia. You wear clothes, people will objectify you based on those clothes. People will say based on you how you look, how you talk, how you act.
yeah, like we need to understand that there's different cultures. Like just because
There are
some
different cultures and thinkings. Yes,
yes, and then there's different because you can't expect everyone to think the same way. Like yes, you could say you're open minded, and yes, you might accept all cultures. Yes, you might not like certain things, but I think it's part of it to like try to learn from each other. Per se. Like try to engage in conversation. If you don't like something, engage in conversation and try to find out. And here's the thing: you might not respect their opinion, but at least
yep,
I think what is important nowadays is to have at least respect for the person, but not their opinion,
exactly.
not necessarily opinion.
Like if I talk about this, all of this on my channel or somewhere,
You're gonna get
I'm bound to get, yes, I'm bound to get called out or cancel or somebody thinking like, okay, he said this, so we are about to cancel him. Like I remember I had a video like talking about a viral thing that was going on. Like PewDiePie was a T series. Remember this big thing? Do you remember
oh
this?
yeah, yeah. He
Yes, yes.
basically got
So
a
I
video.
I made a video on it, a roast video of a person who has a diss track. He was talking random stuff. So in India, this is a common thing how people think that if you roast someone or make a funny video on someone, you are actually having a hatred on them. You are hating him,
hmm
which is not true. This is for fun, and people don't understand that. And this is a reason why a lot of content creators like don't want to go international because they know that if they go international with these kind of content and these kind of audience, they will literally hate and create a bad impression of themselves.
hmm Yeah, like honestly, I think this is what's make people like feel worried about like their opinion, and
Yep.
I want to tell the audience like here's the thing:
Mhm.
you might disagree with what the guests might say, and it's okay.
Yes,
If you want,
exactly.
I know you can't DM me technically, but do let me know. You could probably tag me on Twitter or
Yep, yep,
like
yep.
that, and I'll invite you on the
Hmm.
episode. You could discuss it. I don't mind inviting people, so long as you're civil. That's the only thing that, or the only rule I would say. I just don't want people like I'm fine with chaos. I'm fine with this, but the
Like
main
proper,
purpose of the
right?
podcast is just to be able to enjoy yourself and just to have fun. If you're not having fun, what's the purpose?
I think that is the whole point I have this podcast of virtualism, where I want to talk about a lot of behind the scenes about what's going on in the community and what's happening. connecting the people that are in the Indian audience or like other Southeast Asian countries. Like we don't literally speak Hindi, so there might be a lot of other people watching us from
Mhm.
other Southeast Asian countries. Then this thing comes in like we like tend to connect them to the Western community or the Japanese because I think I am more interested and indulged in the Japanese community
Mhm.
rather than the uh, English VTuber community
Mhm.
because it just seemed very bad. Uh, for English VTubers, I gotta say I just love some people who are literally good at it. Other than that, I'm very much into the Japanese or the other Southeast Asian communities,
You want to hear something funny
Indonesians.
though? And this will be
Yep.
muted because I will also dox myself ish.
Okay. Well, I can tell by the accent. Tell by the
Oh,
accent.
so you can actually.
Well, it's easy because I also try to learn some languages, so I can tell by the accent because
Oh,
I try to copy an American accent, but I fail. I do fail about. I like fail to copy an American accent.
hey, no worries. We all have different accents. Like if you want, I could actually speak in a Malaysian accent or a Singaporean accent as well.
It's like we there are some people that your accent is fake, you're doing it wrong. Like a lot of my friends or some of my colleagues told me like, hey, you stop that fake English accent. You should talk the normal Indian accent. I'm like, um, I love it. Why should I stop it? Because I love it. Well, no, it sounds fake. You shouldn't do it.
You
That
the
sounds
American
fake then.
accent is actually sounds nice though. You want to swap? I could probably try to do the Indian accent. No, that's racist.
I mean, no, it's not racist. As I told about the culture in the beginning, the mock episode. If you love it, if you like it, it's okay. Don't need to think about people because they won't pay for your internet or for the mindset that you are keeping healthy or fit.
Once
So yeah,
again,
you can enjoy.
yes, it depends. I feel like in the past, racism was able to as a joke, yeah. But then once again, people have been using it in the wrong way quite a bit. Like, don't turn to
It's up to
violence.
you,
Don't yell
right?
at each other. Don't
Yep.
like hurt each other. But then, if you're to be able to joke about oneself, that's really important. Like,
It's just
you
so
need to be
bad
able to
racist
joke about
at this
yourself
point.
once in
Right?
a while.
Yep.
Otherwise,
It,
you're going to end up feel like I feel like nowadays, right? People tend to like just shit on themselves quite a bit, but not joke about it.
yes, at this point because it is so guarded in 2021 that you can't literally talk anything about anyone. It's just you gotta say talk shit about yourself. Like the like self-depreciating humor is just so popular. You can't literally talk about anyone. You talk about him, cancel. You talk about her, cancel. You talk about a big person, cancel. You talk about this guy, you cancel. Talk about the dog, cancel. Anything, you do anything, even if you breathe, even if you exist, you're cancelled.
Huh? That's honestly.
I mean, I'm sorry if I'm making that atmosphere too much of a depressed kind of shit. So
Hey, don't worry, don't worry. This is the purpose
I
of the
feel like
podcast.
a lot of my friends tell me that why do you make the atmosphere so eerie and dark and
Come on.
literally so
Here's the
hard?
thing. We're hearing another point of view. Like this is like a really far different from your content. Like you don't really talk about this. So like hearing about it is like interesting to see. Like oh, this guy also considers this because right. I'd say I'm not sure if you notice it, but I feel like sometimes you could say people are like living shells. VTubers are like living shells. Like they don't express how they truly feel. They just like that, if it makes sense.
Yeah, because of the thing
Because
that
it's
they're
hard. If you
cancelled.
want to succeed, you have to follow trends. You have to
Hmm.
do things. You have to like keep quiet. You have to treat like oh everything is great. The community is great. I feel so grateful for
Yep.
like that. You have to say things like that. But
Hmm.
it's also important to note, I'd say, that also got to take care of yourself. That's one thing that I say. You don't want to you don't like it's great to support the community and all, but then also to know that you're human as well. Do take care
Yeah,
of
like
yourself.
at this point I think people doing VTubing like anywhere.
Hmm.
They have this beautiful ideology that I want to be this guy who have cat ears or having a beautiful coat or looking amazing, like this big eyes and anime
This, for
person.
some reason, it
I want to
describes
be like
MeowCatMax really well.
no. I'm just saying it because it came in my mind. Okay,
Hmm.
very fast. So I'm just saying it. So this thing that they have, and they're like, okay, I want to be this. Then they become a VTuber and they go into the like community channel. They have this whole setup, like overlays, themes, and everything. They produce content, and then they want to leave. So they see like everybody is doing this like a leaving thing. They're leaving the character, the name, and everything. So they have to leave every single thing of them, their OC that they care about. They have to leave the character. They have to leave the name and everything. It's just so depressing because their only escape from the real world was this kind of like OC that they have. Like like someone wants to be a cat girl, okay, and they have this in their mind, this dream of them.
Hmm.
But slowly they come into the VTuber culture and they become a cat girl. But then they have to leave their so-called beautifully, carefully, and designed with love avatar, and then the name that they design with their love and everything. So they have to live it, which is very depressing to see because it's their care, it's the dream of them to become that.
I agree. Like, here's the thing that's depressing though. Like, in the end, you graduate and you can't use it. No, I believe like if you graduate, you can still use it. The one thing
Yeah,
that I would say as well is, here's the thing. You gotta understand that, well, no matter what, you're going to be the actual person. Like, I know it might feel more comfortable being your character, but I think your character, basically what you would do, what you're supposed to learn through this, is that you need to learn how to be comfortable in your own skin. Like, it is why, like, for me, when I interact with other VTubers, like, I don't see them as your character. Like, yeah, they could, oh yeah, I'm a 2,000 years old. And I was like, oh really? So you're 2,000 years old. Like, I'll just basically try to tease them and like that. But what matters is not your avatar. I'd say what matters is you. You're what matter.
I really love this quote. I'm gonna quote this.
Just like how I say, MeowCatMax, he's a decent person, but the actual person that that is like voicing the character is much cooler.
I think it depends on the person who
Yeah, it depends
likes
on
it.
the person. Some people prefer the avatar.
Yes, like there are some person who like literally loves to like join in, talk, and leave the joke about it because they don't want to be about a lot of stuff that I talk about. I talk about the reality,
Yeah, the reality is shit.
the realistic approach. Yeah, the realistic approach that most of us just deal with when we have a challenging situation ahead. So a lot of people don't want to talk about this. They want to be like all this woo woo and are kind of like happy
Hey, stop
vibe.
calling me out. The auto is just to fix my Wi-Fi.
No, I'm not calling you
No, I'm
out.
just
I'm not calling
joking.
you out. Yes, I know. Just saying it, but it's just this thing that people think we want to escape.
Yeah, they want to
We want
escape.
to escape this whole situation where it's so depressing. When you come home, like imagine you're at work and you come back home, you would love to have like a comfy vibe around you. Like, everybody's laughing, calling out jokes about how they messed their work on the day and everything. Just happy. You won't ever like accept like this reality. But you come home, it's raining outside and it's all dark. There's thunder and you have no electricity. You just go home and you sleep. You don't have proper food and everything. That's harsh, but
That
that's
is harsh.
reality.
Yes, that is
But you don't
harsh.
want to live there, right? So that's the whole thing. People want to see what they can't be.
Yes, just like how I want to see what I can't be. MeowCatMax.
You are you. I gotta accept. I gotta accept at this point in time. You have the literal pickup lines of a god.
No, 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 no.
I swear, you have them.
No, 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 no. Here's the funny thing. I've never dated before.
That doesn't mean that you don't have the pickup lines. Come on.
Honestly,
Dating doesn't justify every single thing.
but there's nothing wrong with that. I'll just say it. Like, it's all
Hmm?
chill.
Absolutely.
It's all chill.
Yeah, it's like those people who say like, "Wait, you dated but you're still virgin? What the fuck?"
There's nothing wrong with that. Is there something wrong with that?
Yep, there are people, humans, the mistake.
I mean, people just go for it too easily nowadays. I'd say.
Yes.
No, why am I speaking so soft? That's. I feel like when I'm saying something
ASMR,
serious,
Mr. You ASMR.
no, it's not ASMR. I think it's just when I'm saying something serious, I just end up because like I don't know. It's like when you're talking to someone, you have to like be honest. You don't want to be shouting it out. You don't want to do that. You want to be like relaxed, calm,
Wait, come
collected.
like this, like imagine like this, like
Hmm?
yes, kind of like that. Like you have an ASMR channel.
Yeah, I don't have an ASMR mic. The only thing I can do with this mic is change the volume, and
Oh yeah, same.
the echo.
Oh yeah, I'm same too, same too. I do have one.
Wait, you also have the
That's
echo?
string thing.
Let's hear it.
No, I don't have the echo because I my PC's RAM can't handle it. But I have this like volume thingy.
Oh, nice.
I wish I got the echo. It feels nice. Like suddenly the gura me like
Oh, you want me to do that?
yeah, you can do that. Wait, I'm gonna keep it later. The insight, absolute genius.
Once again,
Beautiful.
I like this mic. This mic is amusing. If you want, I could echo the entire time, like.
The god.
バカみたい子供なのね
The background music is blocked due to copyright terms.
手について嘘が下手なくせに
Damn, where's my glow stick at this point?
笑顔見せた I love you more.
Oh, the echo is gone now.
Huh?
The echo is gone.
Yeah, I had to remove it. I felt.
I was waving my hands the entire time. I was like, "Hey, that's a vibe."
For more information, if you want more of it, go to Isa's server and join Isa's, and you'll hear it.
Yes, the karaoke, the beautiful, the idol mystique.
No, I feel like
Fine.
the actual idol would be MeowCatMax. Talk about which.
Oh,
Can we
really?
hear you sing?
I don't think
I never heard you sing. I'd say.
Yeah, I think I did one singing stream before I left, but that got fucking blocked by YouTube.
This is why you don't. This is why you don't put BGM. You'd always do it like. What I usually do is I usually do it a cappella the entire time.
But at the end of the time, like, you know what? I don't care about the monetization. I don't want my viewers to enjoy. So that's the whole thing.
No worries. Worst comes to worst, just sing tunak tunak. Everything will be good.
Oh my god.
Tunak 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 tunak.
Yeah, it will be great. It will be great if I do it. But at the same time, then they will be like, oh, he's presenting the stereotype of India. Blah blah blah.
I mean, you get to collab with a guy then, probably.
Oh no, the collab would be like a roast collab. Like having this, he was having this my picture. I'm like, this guy, he is putting a bad impression of India out there. We gotta punch the shit out of him.
Oh,
Like I remember there was, there was this guy. Okay, whose channel name was this joke I told you, the technical. He is a technical channel, but he fucking when the University series was going on, he had banners and placards about PewDiePie and a bunch of people marching on the roads of Uttar Pradesh, the state in India, saying like PewDiePie, like something like neem ka patta kadwa hai, PewDiePie bharwa hai, or something like that. It's like slang or a slur. Like the leaf of the neem tree is like bitter, and PewDiePie is some slur, which is basically, I mean, rhyming to the words. So yeah, and he marched, and he is a technical channel.
I found talking about technical channels.
Yes, technical channels are very technical with them. Very technical.
I found your technical channel.
Wait, really? What
Oh,
the
this is
fuck?
also from India.
What? Wait, I want to look it up. Wait, show me. I want to look it up.
Technical Max.
Oh, what? Oh, wait, is it Alan Walker? Is that Alan Walker on the banner? What? This guy got Alan Walker on his banner. He's probably a big cool guy. Damn, they're using my name and having like fucking 1.94k subs. I gotta like
Hey.
copyright the shit out of him.
So. But then this
is
reminds
so
me of that
hilarious.
one time, right, where Mr. Mr. KK on the stream, he was saying, "Oh, every Indian has like a tech channel," and then
Exactly.
Mr. KK technically and then I was like searching up and like, oh, Mr. KK actually has a tech channel.
I mean, it's true because at first we have like these videos get too much popular. Like these technical channels want to, get very much into tech, but they just go with the trends. Like these are random channels popping up doing tutorials and things that like randomly people search for on YouTube. Like there is this some you want to see an incident that happened. You search the incident on YouTube and you find it on a channel's clip. Then on the next day, the channel uploads about a recent game that came up. Like the channel you sent me. He started with a random Lightroom thing. Then he got up to how to like Instagram, how to go big on Instagram. Then
Mm-hmm.
like some shots on PUBG Mobile. Then some browser things and something written in Hindi, very small,
Huh.
and other stuff.
That's interesting. But that's
Yeah, like at
honestly.
this point, everyone is a social influencer in India. Everyone is just like, I want to do reels and TikTok, and I want to do the Instagram. I'm gonna big, I'm gonna go an influencer and stuff like that. And they're like doing stuff which is just like educating the non understandable or I'm not using the proper word here. The people who are not having the capability to understand the proper way of getting influence. And like, I'm a big influencer. I tell people that buy this drink. It will help you. It will help you to stay healthy. And then the kids who don't know anything about how to be efficient, they like my fan and they like get up all the drinks and they just drink it all and they get like lose motion or stuff like that. They get unhealthy or food poisoning and stuff like that. And that's just bad influence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Like, yeah, like honestly, it's one thing that I think about like influencers. That's the issue. Like they need to. I know what things that I do aren't necessarily like the best. I'm not telling people to become like me. Don't follow me. But once again, don't necessarily follow your influencers. Choose the right people. Choose the right people to look up to, I'd say.
Or even if you're following them, it's like you need to see if you can like become them. Like your influencer might be a big guy with billions and millions, like a big person, but you are not the guy. You might have a limited balance on your bank account. You gotta spend it wisely. Like just think, your influencer had this merch, but you don't have the amount to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
But you can have the amount to invest in a proper company or somewhere, and you like or a bank, and then you grow the money, and then you spend some in your life and some for your luxury. So which one do you think would be better? So that's the decision that you need to make.
Mm-hmm. Like I get you on this. Like, here's the thing. But then one thing I want to ask: how
Yeah.
much for the MeowCatMax T-shirt? I actually really want to buy that.
Oh
And the
yeah, I
MeowCatMax
tried.
cosplay, I also want to try cosplaying as MeowCatMax.
Yeah, one day I wanted to do the same. I had this cool blue jacket. I couldn't get the proper shots for it. I'm like, so fuck it.
Wait, in that case, would you also cosplay as Sakura or like Zuki or uh Droknix?
Hmm. For Sakura, I would say no, because I want to be the next corner seat of VA cosplaying Iron Mouse. But yes, I can be Jockers. I can cosplay him if I get the chance. As to be honest, I think me and Shockmix, we are very close. Where we know each other, we have like this interaction of face reveals. We have. I think it might be very personal. I'm sorry if I'm saying it and it's wrong, but we did face reveals and we know each other very closely. So it would not be a surprise that one day I go up and waking and he sends me his picture and I send him my cosplay picture. It wouldn't be awkward.
No worries, I get you. Like, even some people know my face. To be honest, even Isa knows my face. Like, apparently, one time Isa was like, like chatting with Jocknix because it's like, oh, by the way, I also know how Mysterio looks like now, and Jocknix is like, what?
Yeah, he has this raw expressions which makes it beautiful to kind of
Like one time
like
I
pass
turned
on
on
these
cam just to
expressions.
head pat him, and I was like, oh my gosh, I saw your face, but it was just like a small glimpse, probably.
I
Uh,
remember like my first reveal was by an accident. So
really?
I was on a VC. Yeah, I was on a VC, and I have these two people who was from Sakura's fandom, like DDSG and Gore Honey. These two people. So we're on a VC and we're talking about a lot of stuff. But this was a time when I didn't have my proper model, working model. So
Mhm.
I was just having a PNG and I was talking with them. This was a time when Epic Game Store just released Metro, the first Metro Redux, the game for free. I was
Metroid?
downloading it, so they uh, Metro like Redux 2020,
Ah, okay.
2033. So they were like, "Well, you're downloading the game, show me," and I didn't know how to screenshot on Discord. So my dumb me, I literally opened my phone's camera, flipped it, and like showed them. This is my laptop screen. I'm downloading it. And to my surprise, suddenly the camera switched to the selfie, and they saw me, and they're like, "Oh, okay." Then I just closed the fucking Discord and rejoined them. Okay,
And then you're
cool.
like, oh, who's this Ikemen over here? Who's this handsome guy?
No, no,
It's the actual MeowCatMax without the mask. I see.
yeah, and at this point, I think at this point, everyone knows each other in the I think in the Indian community. Leaving a couple, everyone knows each other's face. Leaving a couple of people, like being we were the first ones to like connect with each other. So leaving a lot of people know about how each other looks. I think we know how Sakura looks. I think Sakura knows how we look. Jocknix knows how me and Sakura looks. We know how he looks and stuff like that.
Thanks.
It's like it's almost like a house where I wake up and we're like, "Hey, how you doing? Did you have the breakfast?" I'm like, "No, I'm just making one." I was like, "Oh, okay." So we all live in this house. We have this like the uh, small kind of channel in our community Discord of Virtualism IN called like just called House of Chaos. This is a small channel,
Oh
group,
my gosh.
like just a house where we just have this like every time morning wake up, good morning and stuff like a small family.
Hmm. Well, that's crazy. Then that definitely is interesting.
Doxing everyone a lot by saying all these things, but
Hey, come on.
I think
They need to know. Like people need to know. Like people also want to know what do people do in their free time. It's like I'll be honest. Like I came in without even knowing that I'd be debuting, and behind the scenes, I'll just say you just learn about you just it's just like everything else. You learn about like some people's past lives. You get to know
true.
behind the scenes. You get to see, oh, this guy. So Malcolm Max in IRL, he has like short hair, probably wears glasses, and then super
I would just say one thing. You are so fucking wrong with that. Just literally. Because
So
you think short hair and this is
you have long hair?
okay. Let me give you a quite hint. You know Mars Critical,
Oh, so
Penguin
your hair
Z.
is like his?
Not long, but like him. Yes.
So I'm guessing around shoulder length.
Yes. I'm like very much like him. Like, but I'm not short. I'm like my exact height is like my real life height is like at the same height as my character.
Wait, how tall is your character?
So my character is like 6.5 or something. I think.
6 foot
Like
five?
yeah, I don't think. I think I'm a little bit smaller than that.
Wait,
I'm
you're
like
one
six
nine
point one
five?
or something. Mm, probably. I'm not good at heights, but
Wait, you're
yeah, I'm at the
195
rough.
cm?
I don't know. We measure it in feet.
Wait.
So like
How tall?
6.
Wait.
Uh,
Where does this say your height? Actually, I've never seen that. I've never seen where it says your height is.
it's not on my debut. I think it's on my debut stream. Let me check. It's on a debut stream. They're like, I'm like 6.1 in IRL. So yeah, 6.1. Yeah, exactly 6.1.
6.1 feet? Oh,
Yes.
lucky bastard.
Why though?
Hey, it's me, MeowCat.
Okay, wait. I should probably I should
Mm-hmm.
like show. Okay, I'm looking at your trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to. Then yes, we got to hear the meow cat Max. Uh, but you're lucky. 6 foot. So you're like over 180 cm, right?
Yes. If you convert it in centimeters.
Like what's your height in cm, if I may ask?
Mm, I don't know because I've never converted it in centimeters. Like we talk it here in like feet.
Wait, where's your
So
debut?
we're like,
Like which one was your debut?
I have like two debuts. My first was I never had a debut. I was like just randomly creating content, and then I had a debut which was like a proper VTuber debut with my model.
Okay, the V singer that was with Koreha. Who is the imposter? Who is the imposter? I just had to say that.
The Italian imposter.
Yes.
The imposter was Italian.
But was it Binod? Who's that Binod? Is that
It's actually a going on joke. It's like people. There's a channel who wanted to talk about how the Indian comment section is a shit, and they talked about a guy whose name was Binod, and he wrote in the comments Binod. Like if I am Max, I would write in the comment Max. So that's how this joke came up, and everybody was saying like Binod, Binod. Everyone just spamming Binod. It's just as a joke. Everyone's just spamming.
oh
Like
my
there's NASA is having their rocket launch, and the scientists are like, "Wow, such a miraculous event!" And people, the Indians are like, "Binod."
Wait, it doesn't say your height. Wait, where's your debut? I can't find it.
Uh, I had it in March or something. Um, I think it's between the Little Nightmare streams.
Between
I had it before I collabed with Korea. So yes, it's like 4 months ago. I had it 4 months
So
ago.
that means right. That means oh, I found it. But that means that you're probably the tallest Indian VTuber as well, right?
But you never know who is how much tall because
I
there
mean,
are people, right, who never say about them. Like I'm pretty cool at this because earlier it's like no, don't dox me and stuff like that,
wait,
and
you're
now I'm like more open.
6.5 feet?
My character, I'm 6.1.
Oh, you say you're 6.1 feet?
Yes.
Let me. Oh, Then you're just 6'1".
Yes, I'm 6.1 feet. My
Which
character
means
is
that you're 185 cm.
is that long?
But then your
That really long?
character would be like 198 cm to 200.
Wait, is like 6.1 really 6.1 feet is really long?
I mean, I do have friends who are like 185 cm. For some people, it's tall, but then like for Indian, not to be racist or anything, but
It's common.
Indians are
It's
commonly
common actually.
tall. To be honest, not gonna lie, Indians can be quite tall.
We have this little energy drink in here, the Complan, like
For
who
some reason,
had
you
this
guys are
ads
like
like
super
doing
tall.
this tall but dumb.
You guys,
I am the one being racist here.
you're the lucky bastard who's super tall though. Come on, give me some of that height.
Getting tall doesn't give you all the advantages in life. Come on, you
Come
can
on,
literally
at
be
least
tall
you
and
could
knock
at
away
least
from it.
you could reach things more better. Reach things better.
But you need to have things to reach.
Light bulb.
We don't have fucking light bulbs. We have tube lights. We have tube lights stuck in the wall. We get up on our beds to open them. So
Come on, are
we
you
don't
sure you need
have
to
to.
go to your like? For me, I would still have to tippy toe.
If you literally if you say that it's just too low, okay, light bulbs and everything,
Mm-hmm.
the rooms, okay, like if I am like literally not I'm literally like 6.1, but still the roof above me is like 3 to 4 inches, or not inches, but 3 to 4 like distance of my hands above. If I'm saying it correct, like I have to stack my hands 4 to 3 times, then I'll reach the roof. So that's why there is like
So the roof
big
is much
like
taller,
long houses.
or is it short?
Yes, exactly. The roof is much taller. Like, but yeah, it's not taller when I get up on the bed.
Then
So I need
imagine
to
me
watch
doing it.
out.
I won't reveal my height, but then
It's okay. I mean, what do we like? Imagine then this is a new trend. VTubers height reveal. Someone having a stream.
this is my actual
Height
height.
reveal.
This is my actual height.
Ah, oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I have friends. I have friends are the same. And how much is that? How much is that in feet?
It's around.
Uh,
I will
you can
round it to
DM
the
us.
half an inch by the way. It's around this much.
I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends. But there are people who are even like there are even people who come near my waist. So they're so tiny, and I need to
I
like
mean, that would be like 4 3 foot, 4 feet, 3 feet.
yep, they're very small, and I need to look down, or I need when they come up for a selfie or we just go out, I need to like bow down to the point where my back starts hurting.
I feel bad for you.
I feel bad for them because they always get like very much bullied and stuff like that.
Well, here's the thing. I'll make you feel better. You're not the tallest person I know.
Well, great because I never knew that I was tall until you said it.
You
Like,
are considered tall in most countries. Even my country, you're considered tall. But I wouldn't say you're considered tall until you reach like the 6'3" mark.
yeah, that's the thing. So 6.1 is just entry level. To be honest.
Entry level, yeah, entry.
Entry level. That's a great word. It's a great word. I just coming right now.
Yeah,
Entry
then
level.
like I'm also entry level for the short height.
Oh no. You don't think five as a entry level, okay? Like you have this thing like numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and you are like at five, and you're like five is an entry level to 10, and then five is an entry level to one, and stuff like that. Don't like that, okay? You can't say stuff like that.
Wait,
Just
in that case, we have to make
number.
this actually a height. If we're actually saying, technically,
Mhm.
I'm around like over here. In that case, like I'm slightly below. I'm around your chin level or slightly below.
Ah, I see. I have. You will be amazed. Like there are people that I know
Mm-hmm.
who are 6.8.
Wait, are you
And
6.8 feet or 6'8"?
6.8.
Wait,
I
six point
swear,
eight, 6.8
I have a
feet
friend.
is
Exactly, I have a
that's
friend.
like that is 6 foot.
I know that's super long. That's super huge, right? And
So
he
six foot
has the
seven
same.
is 79 inches. 6'8" is 80. Oh, this is 6'9". This is 6'9.5".
No, just 6.8. Just 6.8.
In that case you're just 6'1". Okay, so your character is
I'm
just
not
six.
talking about myself, but yeah, I'm talking about one of my friends. He was like 6.8. He's just so huge. Literally saying my whole head could fit in his whole palm. He's just humongous. He's very kind, but once someone sees him, it's just are scared as fuck. They're like, oh Jesus, who is this?
You see, even the big guy thinks. Even the big guy over here. But, but yeah, 6'8". That's like over 2 meters. That's like 2 meters
Exactly.
and three
Like
centimeters.
he can't even sit. Like even the chairs break down. He
I
can't even
bet.
ride proper scooters or bikes because that just breaks down due to his weight.
Yeah, because like once you reach that height, right? Especially in India, because the door frames are supposed to be designed at 6'7". So
When he comes in, I have to switch off my ceiling fans because
yes,
it
he's
would
gonna.
just hit him directly in his head.
He has to duck a lot, so that one I feel bad for him. Because once you reach that height, it's become from
Exactly.
height being nice to inconvenience.
Exactly. I even told him that you should go. We should go for a job in bodyguards. That would be beautiful.
Yeah, like legit at that height. But that means like you guys are like probably like the tall crew in India.
Yes, like we are the Endermans. We are the Endermen of the
You're
real
not tall enough to be an Enderman. You're still on the short level for tall. Sorry, I know I called you short, tall, but then once again you're still short.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
just
still I
making
can
a
still
joke.
headpat you.
Hmm, that's nice.
You
I'm
want to
honored.
headpat? Okay, yes.
We have the stuff. We have the stuff.
Hmm? Wait, what happened?
Yep, nothing. I was just saying, do you have the stock of it?
Huh? You have this
Yep,
off?
I was just asking if you have the stock of headbands.
If I had the what?
The stock of headbands.
I don't have the stock.
I mean, like how people are like, oh headbands. Do you have a stock of it? And like making it a joke.
No, the way I get headpads, right? I'll show you off stream. But then it's
Uh,
not like how Jockknife is like headpads, and then there's like a lot of headpads. Just come. Nah, it's not like mine's is different.
mhm.
But yes, I like how Jocknick's like every time just like gives people headpads. For me,
Yeah, exactly. He's a headband lord. His name in the community as
for
the
me,
headband.
I'm not really one that receives it. Like I prefer to give out headpads. But I have a friend who's like around your height, and he
I
keeps on
see.
like head patting me just as a way. He's like, "Yes, you shorty." And I'm like, can you like
But
you can imagine like a lolly character getting head patted and then it's like, "Wait,
oh my
I'm
god,
gonna grow." Like,
it sounds so cute.
uh, no. Imagine if
I mean,
that was like your 6'8" friend doing that to you. How would you?
well, I would enjoy, to be honest,
I don't know.
because who doesn't like headbands? He did though. He did though
He.
give me some headbands, but in India but because in India I think we have this culture of machoism. Okay, people tend to be more manly. Like in Russia, we have this image of Russia that
Yes.
they are very manly and doing all this stuff. So that's the same thing in India. They don't like all the cutesy stuff. That's why anime didn't get this popular. So took time. That's the reason. Because yeah, like when we like Indians are like, you watch cartoon? Yeah, it's for kids. Go grow up and do a lot of stuff. Just go, go walk like 1,000 miles. Go run, enjoy like go up the trees, jump from there, jump from the cliff, do whatever you want, and just don't want cartoon. That's the literal thinking of any Indian.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna do drugs, I'm gonna smoke and stuff like that. I'm gonna ride bikes, I'm gonna race and stuff like that. Gonna be the literal Sigma male.
But that isn't
People
OP.
accept it.
If you really want to become manly, you have to be like the great Kali. If you understand the reference,
Yes.
you have to be
Yes.
gigantic.
Imagine how much testosterone did Kali have to grow this thing?
I mean, the guys like you're like six. If you want to use like the 0.1 rather as a foot and inches, the guy like is around 7 feet from what I heard, 7'3", and then like
He's
according to
he's a monster. He's a goddamn monster.
But then once again, like the way those people get that tall is like more sad if anything, because it's actually caused by like a something like a hormone because of like something, and then too much growth hormone.
People
and,
actually
yeah,
people actually tend to make fun of that. People actually tend to make fun of that. Like even if I like open up his Instagram and I go up to his comments, he posts any single thing and people are like joking about it. Like there are comments in Hindi. It's like saying sir, like "Baat maar ke sofa faar do," which in Hindi literally like translates to "please fart and just tear up the sofa."
oh my gosh, that is
Because
Andre the Giant right there. But then once,
exactly because he
yeah,
has this literal huge dynamics.
but once again, that is like you cannot control one. Like that's why to be able to be at least like a normal size, you have to be grateful for that. But then once again, there's nothing wrong with also being that high. It's just your
I
mobility
mean,
would
it's
be
just people's
decreased quite a
joke
bit.
on. Yeah, it's just people's joke on that. Okay, like there are so many of these comments. Like there another comment where it said, "Sir, thappad maar ke chand tak pahuncha do," which translates to slap him and just send him to the moon,
Yes.
or just slap him to the moon. These jokes. This is funny, but at the same point, he being the guy, still people making memes out of him. All that stuff. They are still at some point, literally fascinated of how this guy is so huge and so big.
I mean, I say the same thing about you. Why are you so huge and so bad?
Huge
No, I'm
the
just-
energy.
it's fun. It's fun messing around though. Like, joking about it. So far, right now, wait, let me let me check. Has Jen responded? You know what? Let me actually add him to the call because
Okay, sure. I know.
also just because we can double check if he's interested. So this guy he's one of the creators of my avatar. He created one of my avatars. He's a chill guy, and I'm sure that you guys will
I
get along.
thought
Oh,
he,
he
he
just
did follow me. I was checking his Twitter, but I
yes.
couldn't get proper interaction with him. 'Cause I'm like too awkward and shy.
No worries. No worries. You're okay.
I see. He did pick up.
Did he end up going? No.
No, he didn't.
Don't worry. Probably if he's probably went to sleep or like that, since it is late.
Huh? Yeah, it's probably like it's like probably 2:44 a.m. here too, and I don't care about sleep because I do sleep in the morning or in the afternoon,
You need
but
to
I have no other work to do
You need to sleep.
because no, it's okay because I have a lot of works to do in the nighttime after my stream is over. I sleep in the afternoon or in the morning because that's the only time when I have no other work to do. So I sleep at that point of time and I wake up in the evening. Then I start again doing a lot of my works
In that case,
because I have my proper internet connection after 12. So after 12 a.m., I have this high speed internet So I'm like, let's utilize this time. I wasted.
Hmm. In that case, I'd say because there's some other things I also want to talk to you off screen. We could
Oh
probably
yeah, sure.
end it here.
Oh yeah, sure. Why not?
So first off, because once again, I feel like everyone's with my viewers. I don't want them to be like up too late.
Yeah.
Like
I'm like okay with that. I'm like okay
their
with that
time
because
is
today I
right now 5 a.m.
wait wait what?
For them, it's 5 a.m. at the moment. For like
5 a.m. Wait.
yes, for Jen and Asu, it's like 5 a.m.
I see.
Yes.
I think you mean wait how much? Wait how much time difference does Malaysia has or Indonesia has? Because I know Japan has like 3 hours 30 minutes difference,
So
and Bangladesh has like 30 minutes difference.
so you guys are interesting because with India, you guys are like legit in the 30 minutes. Uh like that one I didn't expect. But then with you guys, with Malaysia, for Malaysia's GMT plus 8. In some parts of Indonesia is GMT plus 7. Japan is GMT plus 9.
So how much hours does that calculate? Because I'm fucking bad at math.
Um right now right now it's like 2:47 a.m. for you guys.
Yes, exactly.
So I would say 12 hours 30 minutes. And then wait, let me do some calculations, please. 12, 15.
We got big brain mysterio right here.
No, I'm not good at math. 15, 14. 14, right? 14 subtracted by. So with Malaysia is 2 hours 30. With Indonesia
Wait,
is
that's too close.
1 hour 30.
Wait, 1 hour? What? That's just too
For some
close for a
places, 1
country.
hour
Right?
30.
Wow.
And then for Japan, it'll be 3 hours 30 minutes.
Oh yeah. You wanna hear something legit?
Hmm?
Something legit, which is very much like which can't happen in any country.
What?
Uh, we like me as a Bengali VTuber from living in the state, which is very close to Bangladesh. We can literally travel and cross the border of Bangladesh without any passport.
Wait, you don't need to passport to.
No, no. Being a Bengali, if I go from my state, from where I live, I don't need a passport to cross the border. I just need a train ticket with 500 or somewhat.
Let me actually mute this for a sec.
No. For US, you need a passport. I think.
No, to go to Mexico, you don't need.
US and Mexico. I don't know much about Mexico. I don't know about US because I had this plans in earlier when I want to go to study abroad on US or in Japan, but later decided not to because I thought it would be a waste of my money. So I was like, no, I don't want to go. Yeah, I do. I did research on US, but I probably know very little about Mexico.
Okay, so connection was off, so I had to do that. But that's actually interesting. In that case, I will be probably heading out, like ending the stream. Is there anything else you want to say before we end?
Not much, but I would say you guys should give more love to the studio. He's a very great guy.
No. Definitely check
Head
out
pat him.
the good old
Head pat him.
MeowCatMax.
Head pat him till he agrees that he's a waifu.
This kid. Anyways, we'll be ending this right here. Hey, do you want to sing and become the BGM?
Which song though? Can't.
What song did you want to sing?
You want me to do Baka Mitai?
Oh, that'll be great.
Wait, let me try it. Let me try if I
Alright.
can.
So the ending will be
The 7 minutes of
Bakamitai
video.
from the good old MeowCatMax.
Just tell me when to go.
Sure. Ready, set, go.
Okay. バカみたい子供なのね。夢を追っててきついて。そうか。下手なくせ。笑えない顔見せた。I love you 僕に言わない口下手で憎くよのになのにどうしてさよならは言えたのダメだねダメよダメなのよあんたが好きで好きすぎてどれだけ強いよさえでも歪まないいでがバカみたい Is that enough?
Alright, everyone. Thanks for joining. Bye bye.
Hey, thanks for inviting me though.